Miss Shonda. How are you, Miss Shonda? Miss Shonda, I saw that you've been going live. I think the last couple days I saw you going live showing some of your new products. I've really been liking the new shirt designs that you've been putting up. You're great. Good, good. Um, if I may suggest, when you do go live, maybe put it in the group chat so that those who are available can join. And I know there's always time differences between everybody. Weekly? Is it planned? Yeah, no, I like the shirt design. It's very nice. It's different. While we're waiting for other people to join, would you like to come up and share a little bit, Miss Shonda? Okay, I'm gonna bring you up. Okay, I'm gonna invite you up. Hey
Okay.
there.
Hi. Yes,
How are you?
it's good. It's weekly. I've committed to doing a broadcast every week, every week
Okay, every
for the
week.
52 weeks. Okay.
Okay. Is it
I
a
have
planned
some
date?
broadcasts that I probably archived, and I was told don't archive broadcasts anymore.
Okay.
But if I'm gonna do it, hey, evening experience, if I'm gonna do it weekly, I can't archive them because then it'll look like I did not do a video. But if I do something on a video and say maybe it's personal, I'm gonna archive that and then just have to go back and do another video. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody get into it and then they be talking about like da 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 da, or it get emotional or something, I'll archive it and then go back and do another one, maybe at a later date. Have they all been directly within that week's time? No, I did some that fell on like Sunday, so it looked like it went into the next week. But like how I told everybody, I want to just have them where when you look back, you could say she had 52 weeks of videos that I had out there,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, consistency is a good thing when
Mm-hmm.
you're streaming.
Uh-huh.
And I think if you're doing it weekly, I think you're doing it the right way because people will know Miss Shonda's gonna go live on Sunday at this time. She's got some new products,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you're doing that right. And I think if there's a way we can help you get the word out
Yeah.
of when you're gonna go live, um, put it maybe in the group chat in the community.
Okay. Hey, Life on Wheels. Yeah, I,
Hello,
I
Life
will.
on Wheels.
I will, but see, this something that I'm trying to be
Just
accountable for
just be real.
myself.
Just be real.
I really am. And when I say this, everybody always say, don't say try, but I know myself. I can be like, I want to do this, but then be like, I'm not doing this. Like today, I did a broadcast. I archived it, but I pulled it back out. Only reason why I archived it is because it was a cup I showed, and it's gonna be
Okay.
a gift, just say maybe. And
Okay.
I don't want the person to figure out
So it's
before.
more of like it's a gift. It's a surprise then.
Right, right.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay.
I gotcha.
So I'm trying to finish up. on another cup that I'm gonna make, even though that'll be a surprise. But this person don't know me on IG like that. You see what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I'll just show the finished product of this cup and then go back and archive the video I did. But for
Okay.
right now, that video is still out there. It has not left. It will not leave until I'm able to post that. Or I might just post a new video, like I said, for tomorrow, for Sunday,
Hmm.
and then archive the one that I did for tonight.
Okay. So from the date that so like this live tonight, as
Mm-hmm.
long as I as long as I archive this, it'll stay in the Instagram. I want to say their hard drive, their memory for 30 days.
Okay.
So you have those 30 days to decide whether you want to download it to your phone. So I'll tell you what I do, what helps me out. When we are done with the broadcast or with our live stream, normally I will actually wait for a half an hour. Everything is processed through Instagram. I think you already know that. It has to be processed and all that. And then about a half an hour, 45 minutes later, I go back in and I download the video. So whether it's an hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours, I download it to my phone. And then I save it in a folder. Okay, so it's held. Now I've got a memory card in my phone, so I can hold up to 164 gigabytes or something like that. So I can hold a few videos in there. So that's what I do. And then when I'm ready to upload it to YouTube, then I just do it straight from my phone. I found
Okay.
that when I do it on my laptop, it's better if I'm on Wi-Fi. In this area here, the Wi-Fi is really crappy where I live, so I don't even bother with it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you
Hey,
have
Sharja.
30 days to decide whether or not you want to download it to your phone
Mm-hmm.
and share it elsewhere, or 30 days to put it back onto your Instagram feed.
Well, I did archive it, but I put it back onto the feed.
Okay.
I immediately put it back onto the feed because it's okay about it being out there, because I'm planning on the reason why I say is
Oh
because,
yeah.
see, I made this design and I showed this design, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
cut this, put it onto a cup, and I'll come back and I'll show the finished cup. Even though people who, if you don't see that video, it's okay, but
Hmm.
everybody who was in that video will know I
Right.
did show this design. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yep.
Sorry about that, y'all.
That looks like a is it without sounding ignorant? It looks like some kind of a memorial.
Yeah,
Okay.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
That's nice. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I've made a lot of them.
Yeah, I see Whitney asked, I didn't know you could download lives. Yep, you can. You can,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to archive it first.
Yeah.
Once it's processed, you can download it after it's been processed. So it takes about half an hour after your live is done with me. So you can go that route. But Mishanda, I do like what you're doing. If you're doing weekly, I went back in to make sure I have your notifications turned on. I didn't have it turned on. And every time I got onto Instagram, I'm trying to make it a point where I'm not on Instagram scrolling all day anymore. I'll go on twice, maybe once in the morning and once at night before I go to bed. During the day, I won't even go on there if necessary. If you post it, yep, you can. You can. Whitney, you can. But let us help you. I mean, this is what our community is for, Mishanda.
Yeah.
If we can help you at least by posting, it's something we can post until your video goes live, and say in a week later, like if I wanted to help you post, I'm more than welcome helping you post that and sharing that information with others, because we have people like we don't necessarily follow us. You know
Right,
what I mean? We don't have
right, right, right,
follows that maybe in common. But
right.
after that's done, after 1 week has passed, I can actually archive that post so it's taken off my feed again, and I can update it with a new post from you or your products that you're
Right.
coming out with or whatever. Yeah. So I guess if you needed help with that, if you needed help, and I'm going to put Grizz on the line. I know she's in here. Grizz is my partner. Um, I'm going to ask her to maybe get in touch with you and
Okay.
see how she can help you design posts for you maybe once a week.
Okay.
She's very good at that. As you can tell, all of our posts that we put up for our guests is done by Grizz.
Okay.
So she's got it down. I mean, she claims not to be techie, but some of the posts she put out this last year, oh,
I'm
they're
not
beautiful.
techie. I'm not techie. I'm a little crafty, but I'm no, I'm not techie. I I like to be in the room with the people, but I like to be in the back of the room
I
with people.
hear you.
And it's just to observe. It's to gain information. It wasn't like, I'm not saying like I wasn't. I guess I moved from the north to the south, and then I became like an introvert. And I wasn't like that. I used to love going places, doing things, and I'm not saying like I'm not still did them things. It's just that like I don't have to be in a camera out like that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So that's
I
my thing.
hear you. But now that you're a part of our community, as small as it is, it's constantly changing. It's growing. It's diminishing. It's growing. It's diminishing. Life happens. People move on. Our sole contract with them is ended, so people move on to different communities. While you're in this community, let us help you. This is what this community was created for.
Yeah.
Because for me, I like creators of all kinds, crafters, artists, um, even video creators, content
Right.
creators. I love those kind of things. Um, I was actually speaking to an Instagram influencer earlier today, and she's going to be coming on to tell her story in the next couple of weeks. It's okay, Grizz. I got to fill you in, Grizz. She's going to be telling a story, hers and her daughter's story. And I don't want to share too much about it because I want her to do it when she
Yeah.
comes on.
Yeah.
As she asked me, why do I do this? Why do I go live? And why do I uh, feature guests instead of using my own gifts and my own crafts and I like to do a lot of games, as you can see behind me. I'm working on that right now. But I told her this year and part of last year was all about finding new people, finding new community, finding new creators, expanding my
Yeah.
circle of friends. So in a way, it's kind of selfish of me to want to expand my circle of friends, but by doing that, I'm learning, just like you. I'm finding out about different things in different parts of the world that I'm not from. I'm finding about different cultures. I'm finding out about different stories, finding out about how when I think I've got the world's worst problems, there's other people out there that are
Right.
struggling just
Right.
as much or maybe even more.
Yep.
So
Excuse
this
me.
is why, oh, bless you. This
Thank
is
you.
why I like to come on live and feature guests. And once in a while, we'll have nights like tonight where we're just going to do some readings. We're just going to talk story. Honestly, this week has been really a busy one for me, and I dropped the ball with our guest. So I'm going to have her come back next week. Fingers crossed. But Grizz and I decided this week we're just going to have a little reading, a card pool, and see what happens then. Anything can happen. There she is. Crab's here.
Hi,
So
Corinne.
while you're up here, Sean, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to bring Cran up because she's going to be doing some readings tonight for us.
Okay.
Would you like for her to pull a card for you? Would you be
Yeah.
up for that? All right, let's bring Cran up. Do some cards if anyone wants. Duh, we're waiting for you, Cran. So
While I have you on here, because this is probably going to go on YouTube, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Welcome everybody to 3+Me this Saturday, February 11th. It is now 6 p.m. here in Hawaii. If you haven't been a part of this community before and you'd like to join, please follow us. And we're just waiting for Cran to join. I see her. So what we'll do is we're going to have Cran come up, and she is going to be pulling her cards. Once that is done, then I'm going to have you drop down, Shonda, and bring up the
Okay.
next person, okay?
Okay.
All right. Cool. Okay, she is invited. So other than that, how was your week, Miss Shonda?
It was okay. I've had a lot of rain, and rain dampers my mood. Somebody asked me if it was any place you could move to, where would you move? And I told them Hawaii. And they was like, well, Hawaii is nice to visit, but I don't think I would want to live there. I'm not saying it's not rain in Hawaii, okay? But I like warm weather, and I know it stays nice and warm there, okay? So that's why I said, because I'm not saying like I wouldn't want to go someplace else, but I know Hawaii is still a part of the United States. So I don't want to move to someplace that's not still, hey, Corinne, that's not still a part of the United States. You know, how people will be like, I want to move to Colombia, or I want to move to Cuba, or I want to move to the Dominican Republic. That's not a part of the United States anymore. I want to still live in the United States. So Hawaii would be where I would be going.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Hawaii is a great place to visit. It really is. Um, it is just like any place else. It's got its ups and its downs. It's got its good weather and not so good weather. This past couple of weeks, we've had some not so good weather, but rain is good. It's cleansing. It brings in something fresh. It starts a cycle over again. It washes away and brings in the new. But
I get it, right? I get it, but let me explain. I moved from the cold, okay, where it felt like you had 9 months of cold. It feels like I have 9 months of rain.
you must
It
be a
has
fire
it,
sign.
it
I'm only guessing, but
has
you must be a fire
it has listen, it do
sign.
stay hot sometimes, but it be cold. And
Mm.
when you go from where like I had 80 degrees and then it drops down to 30, yes, I understand I live in the South. It's not like a person who lives where it's zero below, but we just had 80 degrees. And then within 2 hours, it's 30 degrees. That's cold. Or you have weather where it rains, it's cold, you have the sun, it's snow. I would rather go someplace where it's tropical all the time.
Yeah. I'm
I'll
in
set a pl-
Canada. How do you think I feel?
I get it. I get it. That's why I said I moved from the north. I used to live in the north, and I'm gonna tell you like this: I live close to where Lake Michigan was.
Yeah. I'm on the other
All
side of
that
Lake
cold
Michigan.
air from Canada, all them lakes,
The Chinook from the mountains.
right? All this hit me, and then I
Well, it went
moved.
by me before it got to you,
Right,
so I sympathize.
and then I moved, and then I was like, "Oh, it's so warm here," and then I was like, did we have 6 months of rain? It's from like November to like July. It just rains out of nowhere. And then you get that hot heat and you be like, oh my God, when will it rain ever again? But we have bipolar weather where I'm telling you, it can be raining at 8 o'clock, the sun could come out, it could get cold, and then they'd be like, oh, we might have snow all in one day.
I got you. I got you. And with that, Welcome again, everybody, to 3+Me this week. Our guest is Cran, and we had her on before. Cran, you look fantastic. I like the little braid coming down the front.
You do.
Looks
Well,
great.
I
You
finally
do.
just got my hair cut for the first time since 2017, which is terrible. I'm a hairdresser. It's been rough.
It's okay.
So you can see it more now because there's not as much like hair in front of it, but it's been there for a while.
Looks good.
It's beautiful.
Looks good.
It's just
It's beautiful.
a piece of I just macrameed a section of my hair, and then there underneath now though is like a dread. Like if I tried to take it out, it's all like a knotted dread. So yeah, I'm liking this one. It's getting better. I sort of tear them apart and put them back on. It's really just one knot of macrame. So like if anybody wants to do it, you can inbox me and we can get you one. It's no problem. Like I can't do it to you because you're far away, but I can walk you through it on the computer. It's really easy.
Before we get started, Cran, there
Yeah.
are two people in the room. I don't know if they're still here. One of them is a former boss of mine, still a friend of mine. His name is Tom. Tom, good to see you again. He used to be in our room before when we go live last year. And also there was a local entertainer here that I finally connected with after a couple of months, Kamaka. And I'll put his information on one of my posts coming up. He is an amazing singer. He is an amazing man. He actually will be one of our guests coming up. He will be talking about finances.
I knew
one of the things we're going to be bringing in. It's fine. There he is. KKF musician. We're going to be bringing him up. He is actually going to be one of our guests coming up in the next couple of weeks. I know he was just traveling recently. I saw on his Instagram anyway. But he's going to be sharing a lot of information about finances, how it can help us out, what we can do to make life a little bit easier for us, especially in the economy that we've been in this last year or so. It's just been really, really tough for everybody. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have that. I just wanted to acknowledge these two people that were in the room. Oh, Miss Annie's here. AIM Readings. Welcome, Annie. Okay,
Hi,
so
everybody.
with that, we're going to get started. Cran, if you don't mind, Shonda was politely brought up, and she said she would really love it if you could pull a card for her.
Okay, make sure that I am saying your name right, Chandra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't like to butcher people's names. I think it's very important to take the time to learn people's names and to practice and be forgiving when we mess up if we're going to keep trying, because I think it's a really good thing. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of different cards. Is there anything specific you're drawn to?
No.
I have fairies, angels,
No.
crystals.
Nope. I'm not drawn to anything.
Okay.
Just pull a card.
All right. Use my crystal ally deck. Hi. So this is the book. It's the Crystal Allies. I like this one. Usually gives an affirmation and then also a stone you can work with. So that sometimes people like to do that because it's something more tangible, like 3D, to feel like we're doing something, not just stuck in our heads. Okay, so we're looking for a message for Chandra from the Crystal Ally cards. We ask that it be honest, clear, and true. That it a message that she resonates to help empower and move her life forward. To have the life she loves, the life she dreams of, the life she deserves. Again, we're looking for a message for Chandra tonight from the Crystal Allies. We ask that it be honest, clear, and true. Or an answer to a question she holds in her heart. So we have higher self or selenite. Selenite. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to see. I can also, afterwards, I'll send you the card, hon.
Okay.
So you can see it and have it, okay? Higher self. Well, we know you're working to get more and more in touch with that part of yourself. We know that through your work, you've been doing that. As you've seen it been growing and expanding. The more you connect to yourself, the more the universe rewards us, and sends us back the blessings and that we're choosing right. How are you doing with that lately?
Good, but like I told somebody on this last live, I had to do a couple of cups for like in memory of people, loved ones who passed.
Right.
And at first I wasn't struggling with doing the cups. I was just doing them. But then I thought about like, oh my God, I did like 10 of them cups. And it put a little damper like, wow, 10 people have passed away, and then the weather. Mm-hmm.
So it sounds to me like you need to work on some visualizations about transmuting energy out. So a lot of us, we get used to being able to pull in and to carry these things for other people. But in our age group, we weren't surrounded by mentors or ancestors to teach us the other part of our job, which is to expel that back out into the world and transmute it to good energy. So I don't know what would work for you. Please create something that will work for you. But what I was told, and I was given an image to go through. And what I came up with, I would breathe in and I would gather all the darkness inside of me. And then I would visualize that I was sitting on top of a little tree in the middle of a snowstorm. And when I blew out the energy, it would either be green, white, or gold, depending on my mood. Those are all great, powerful colors. And I would just imagine that dark breath became those colors, and I would spray it across like the valleys, and I would see like the town off in the distance and the children playing and the animals and the nature, and I would just cover them all in that color.
Okay.
And so you can do something just as simple as that. Our brains are that powerful. Keep it simple. Stupid is an adage that has lasted a long time because it still applies, not because it still holds value. So some people are into superheroes. So like, just imagine like you're your own superhero and your little suit comes on and you got your gun or whatever and you're like, right? So you're taking the darkness that you've taken from others into your body and you're shooting it out and transmuting it out to the world. Just whatever creative sort of analogy you might come up with that is like the darkness from inside of us. It's some of it's ours, some of it's other people's, you know what I mean?
Right.
And just chew, we're gonna cook it and we're gonna bake it. Like if you're into cooking and cookies and bake it, then you're baking it and you're gonna send cookies out to everybody, or like whatever your thing is, like just try to find something that you feel you can visually see, that you could really visually create in your brain, because that's the key. As soon as you have those pictures in your head, then that's real. Like the world doesn't know that you imagined it or if you really did it in 3D. It just knows it's there, and that's the vibration. So
yeah.
Oh, good night, sir. I hope you have a safe travels and a good rest. Yeah, jet lag, that's no good. So I just feel like something like that would really help, right? Because you're awesome at taking care of people and the empathy and like surviving. But like if it's coming that kind of a taxing weight that it's interfering with your job or your health or your day or your flow, because you were flowing with the cups. So we want you to still keep flowing with the cups. We don't want you to stop because some things are sad. And maybe you need to be making the cups for the sad people. So we got to get you in a position that you're able to fix that and transmute that, right? Because that's your business. And maybe that's like what you're here to help spread and get your little, cups out there and keeping everybody happy and feeling close to a loved one in their day, in their routine. Taking it from, because the energy's still there. Our loved ones' energy are still there. Energy never dies. These people are never gone. They've just changed form. So like we have vapor now instead of water, So if we can put that energy into like, this is my cup that I'm honoring my loved one with, that helps them draw that energy to their day every day. And it helps them honor that person who is here and connecting. So that's a wonderful and beautiful thing. We don't want you getting burnt out because you're thinking, oh my God, 15 people died. No, you need to be thinking, I just honored 15 people. I just honored 15 spirits, and my soul just helped those souls continue forward. Okay, that's where we want you. So try that practice of that, like, that visualization, that, you know, all that sad and stuff, anything, yours, other people's, whoever's you want. And when you become really good at this, guys, you can become a factory for everybody.
Yeah.
And you can just
Yeah.
sit in your silence of your home and not talk to or see anybody. And you can just go pull that bad energy from out in the world. You can just go shoot it into like a new good energy. It's like we're all warriors and we just have no idea how,
Yeah.
how powerful and simple it is. So that's the first thing. And then now I'm going to read your card for you. So it says selenite is speaking of your responsibility to your purpose. It's time for you to take your responsibility, right? Your ability to respond, not necessarily responsibility like, oh, it's so draggy, right? And apply it to the new awareness you are beginning to embody. Selenite, above all other allies, creates resonance in our energy and body that initiates in us a time of renowned connection to the divine. Through your creations, body, speech, and emotions, selenite will aid you in expressing the divine in each moment. Selenite might also be signaling a period of renewed connection to your higher self. The ability to move the energy of the divine through the vehicle of your physical body is an important part of being physical. So what were we saying? Selenite is alerting you that it is time to begin developing the physical vehicle you inhabit, so that it can carry even higher frequencies of energy onto the earth plane. And that's what it is. You have to be a high vibration to hold those low ones and let them pass and keep space, right? And not allow them to bring y'all back down there. Okay, so it says you may need to change diet, exercise habits, or lifestyle choices, which may be affecting your ability to carry the high frequency energy through your physical being. Pay attention to the signals that you receive from your higher self. They'll lead you to changes that are most beneficial for you at this time. Yeah, like if they say you need a nap, take a nap. If they say you need a bath, take a bath. Say you need a chocolate, take a chocolate. You know, just ebb and flow. Don't judge yourself. Just go. Okay? So it's the crown chakra that this is targeting. Crown, it says crown straight to the 12th. So that's pretty high. Okay, so the affirmation is I am a reflection on earth of the divine spirit in heaven. I am a reflection on earth of the divine spirit in heaven. And I'm going to say it 3 times because I just think that we should. I'm a reflection on earth of the divine spirit in heaven. So when it comes to affirmations, the idea is the more you say it, the more you repeat it, the more power you put behind it. But if I was to give a prescription, I usually tell people to try to do it for 14 days in the morning and the night. It's like 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes in the night. I don't care how much you like or don't like yourself. You got 4 minutes a day for yourself, right? So if you can do it those 2 times for 14 days, they say it takes 20 days to break a habit, but I think 14 days in today's world is still a really good goal. And then from that 14th, don't stop. If you made it to the 14th, keep going, add more affirmations if you need to, really like bang that up, get a little notepad, write down the things you want to come into your life, and every morning sit and read it, every night sit and read it. These are ways that we can empower and create our first. So if you're saying it all day when you're sitting making things like I'm this, or whatever, that's cool too. But like bare minimum, 2 weeks, morning and night, give to yourself that moment to say those good things to yourself. And I will do all this. I'll send you a copy.
Okay.
Like after
All
we're
right.
done or whatever. Go through and send it so everybody can have it and mess around with it. You can create it your own. You can add to it. You can put another one on. Whatever. There is no rules as long as we're getting the intentions and the base, like, the flow and the pattern, right?
Yeah.
I
Thank
like that,
you.
Cran. You talked about affirmations. When I worked for a company, it was a finance company, and we had goals that need to be met. So
Yeah.
many clients that we needed to talk to, so many recruits we needed to bring in.
Yeah.
Our monetary goal was X amount of dollars. And the one thing my takeaway from that company was when you have these affirmations and they're in front of you. So they had us put it on these little erasable
Yeah.
boards with permanent markers.
Yeah.
And we hang it up in our office, and we have affirmations all in our office, just like what you were saying. Affirmations about meeting our goals, affirmations about surpassing our expectations for this month. And it was just a great thing to have.
Yeah.
When there's visual in front of you, it's hard to ignore. So
We
same
have
with what
6
you're
senses,
saying.
so if we
Right.
engage all our 6 senses, we can become superpowers. Like it's always like, oh, it's a superpower. I gotta put a suit on. It's like, no, learn your engine and the machine you're driving.
Mhm.
There's a difference. You can put like a 16-year-old boy and you can put a 50-year-old man and you can put a 45-year-old man in a sports car, and some of them will drive it like it's a Sunday, and some of them will drive it and do donuts and like circles. It's the driver, right? So like the better you know your engine and your vehicle, the more powerful and strong you are, really,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think
I like that.
that's what we're
I
doing
like
right
that.
now. Is I think that's what the world is dissecting and learning.
Yeah.
It's just how
Yeah.
powerful we individually are, and always have been.
Yeah.
We just been
Yeah.
making a mess instead of like what we want. So we're gonna work on now making what we want. We did all that kid stuff and made a big old mess and did some silly things. We were hopefully learning our lessons now. We're gonna like protect the good things going forward.
Yeah.
Let's
Right.
hope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know
Thank
Anything
y'all
else
so
for
everybody. Hi,
our
much for
Tim.
that.
friend Miss Shonda?
Huh?
Anything else, Cran, for Miss Shonda?
I think that's it. And
Okay.
she knows. She's good. I think she just needed a reminder.
Yeah, I mean, life get hard, stress be on you. It's
That's
it's
right.
not even like how you said, even if that's what I have to make, I'll make it. I have no problem. But I won't talk about like, oh my God, I made so many of them.
Yeah.
But like I said, this was a little for
It was heavy.
everybody.
It was
We've
heavy.
had we've all had rough times. We've all had different things. It was other stressful things in my life. But then when I brought that up, I was like, oh my God. I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was just always thinking about, I made this cup for someone. I hope they
Yeah.
be happy. I don't care if it's the best character or if it's your loved one. I just made this and I want you to be happy
Mhm.
from getting it. But then when I talked about it, and I was like, oh my God, that was 10 deaths. And then I already had stress on me. And like I said, the
Yeah.
weather bothers me sometimes.
Right.
It
That's
brought
right.
a damper to me, like,
Yeah, it
oh
can be
man,
heavy. It
right.
can be heavy for sure.
You know,
But that's okay because now we're remembering, okay, we're going to work on like transmuting this energy because when we do feel a little heavy, we're just going to go, we're going to blow it out into the
right,
pretty sparkly colors like your pretty cups, and it is going to keep sparkling the world, right?
right.
Yeah, girl. I know you are. You're
All
good.
right. And I thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Aw.
Anybody else who's gonna have a reading, I hope it be the best one for them. And thank y'all so much.
Oh,
I appreciate it so much, Luca and Corinne. Thank
anytime.
you.
Thanks for coming,
Thank you,
All
Miss
right.
Shonda.
hon. Message anytime, hun.
Wow, that was great, Cran. How are you tonight?
Grumpy. If you can imagine. If you can imagine,
Well,
I was spitting nails like a few moments ago.
I can tell you got the little wine glass in hand,
Yeah,
so that's
I
gonna
was like,
calm you down a little bit.
I need this.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I don't. I have
Cheers.
oh yeah, cheers. I'm like, I got no issues with alcohol. I'm too poor. If I was better off, maybe I'd have a
Nah.
bad problem with alcohol. Maybe we'd be better friends. But anyway,
Cheers. That was beautiful. I wasn't expecting Shonda to come up and do a reading, but I'm glad she did. We were chatting a little bit before you came in. Those of you who are not following Shonda, she does a weekly live. I see some of her friends that came into the room earlier because she said hi to every single one of them that came in. But she does do a weekly live, so I do want to help her at least posting some of that on my feed so people on my feed can see that Shonda's going live
right.
and to have her share that in the group chat as well. So, welcome again, Cran. I'm going to bring someone up to give a reading to. She may not like this, but we're
Oh,
going to see what happens.
she can say no. She can say no. She can also
She won't
defer
say
to
no.
later. Like I can do it private for them too
She
later if they want.
won't say no.
She
Oh,
won't say no.
Middleton wanted a reading. Okay, we're going to bring
Yeah,
him up as
Tammy.
well.
Tammy, sure. Hi.
There she is.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Surprise.
Oh, surprise. What are you talking about? Eyes. Hello,
Okay,
beautiful.
Middleton,
Like,
you're going to be next.
Of course I would do for Jade. Hello. She does for me.
Yeah, that's
Please, my
why
brain.
that's why she was bought up. Yeah.
She like cooled my chest. I love those ancestor, those past life cards too.
Did you?
Yeah, I love that deck when you use that one. I think you should come on regularly and just pull them.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it resonate with you though? Because I don't think I asked you about it.
Oh, always. But like, I can sit and listen for like 2 or 3 hours on like a TikTok and listen to everybody else getting reads for 3 hours and resonate with every single one.
Yeah.
So it just might be me, but I feel like there's things that we can all resonate to, right? Like we're all alive, we all have relationships, we've all had ups and downs. I don't know.
It's part of life, unfortunately. The downs.
Yeah, like
but right?
I always feel like I have something to learn too. So like maybe that's it too.
Yeah.
So I like always hold it open that like if that doesn't resonate to me, that like I'm just gonna hold it because like along the path something else might add to the bucket and I go, oh. So
yeah, but exactly, it was kind of a roller coaster for me.
I love you, hon. You're doing great things.
Thank you. But 7, so it's the year that we go within and we have to work ourselves, our personal things. The ones of us that have kids have to work on their needs, their needs and their needs.
I was going to say, every time you have a child come into your life, you probably have some work to do because they rip open and go, there it is, that's it. Well, what about that one? Oh, you're going to get that one? Oh, well, what about that one? Yeah, kids. They're great. Have a kid, they said. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. Have a kid. Your life will change. Oh, yeah. It changes.
Yeah, go to school, get married, have a child.
It's great. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Just do it. It's going to be great.
So I flunked out of college. I got divorced, and all my kids are now here with me. So somewhere along the line, I failed.
No. I think what it is that we all got on this marketing campaign that just isn't justified. That just isn't like, what are we all aiming for?
Right.
Because I think we're looking the wrong direction. Because the shit happens anyway, right? So it's like, what? Well, we were chasing this thing. We were supposed to do that. Well, that's why you got there. Because you were just supposed to be in it. That's what family's supposed to teach us, is just be in it. In this moment and do the best you can and keep rolling. Because it's never perfect. It never lines up. No one's happy all at the same time. Nobody wants the same thing in the same way. So, family used to be boot camp for life. Well, then we split all the family up, right? Kids go that way. Grandparents go that way. Adults go this way all day long. And then on the weekend, we're supposed to party and have a smile, right? It's different. We're supposed to be in each other's face and learning how to deal with it.
I don't know. I want what you have in your glass tonight. I don't know what you have, but I want what you have in your glass.
I've only had 3 sips. This is just me.
That's what it takes, 3 sips. That's what they said.
This is what I'm drinking tonight. Water.
I won't say what I'm drinking, but it's in a green cup. I won't say what I'm drinking.
I'm like, you could smoke me, edible me, drink me on for hours and days. I'm Irish and Scottish and German. Double dose German in there. No, what is it? I can drink with the best of them. I can fight with the best of them, and I want to rule the world. That's my inner conflict.
That's the Irish in you. That's the Irish in you.
The Irish is the fighting, isn't it? The Scottish is the drinking.
Drinking.
And the German is the I want to rule the world. But the coolest thing is that I'm a Libra and I'm extremely well balanced at looking at all the sides, and I probably would be good at doing it.
I'll probably get demonetized for this, but yeah, okay, whatever. All right, let's go. Grizz, I pulled you up because I really believe that you're being called for a reading tonight.
Oh,
And of course, for those of you who don't know, Grizz is my partner. She is our partner in crime. She does all of our posts for our
Mhm.
Instagram lives. She's
That's
gotten
right.
so good at it. And Grizz, I volunteered your work to work with Shonda.
uh-huh.
I think you were off the line, so we'll talk about this afterwards. You can choke my neck after that.
Okay.
But Grizz is more than my partner. She has been like my closest confidant this last couple
Yeah.
years. She is actually, we both kind of feel like we're brother and
Mm-hmm.
sister
Love it.
from another mister and mother. And I mean, there's things I've told her that I haven't even talked to my ex-wife about or shared with her. So,
I'm on.
but with that, yeah, with that said, I'm going to leave it to you, Crana. While you're doing that, I'm going to step away for just a second, okay? My ex-wife or shared with her.
Okay.
So, I'm on.
Technical difficulties. Sorry. Okay, listen. Which do you want a certain deck? I have angels. I have love decks. I have fairies. I have the earth magic. What else? Romance angels and crystals.
Anything, honestly, I don't need love. So anything but love.
We all need love. But no, I get it. You're doing good in love. You got all that straight.
Good.
That's awesome. It's a huge accomplishment. So, yay you. Okay, I'm going to use a crystal deck.
Okay.
Since it's in my hands. And I like it with the affirmations. And then, like, you can work with the crystal, like, if you get the crystal. Oh, Chandra, I'll have to tell her, send her some pictures. But this is selenite. It's like a giant chunk of it. Don't put this in water. Anything with an ite shouldn't be put in water because the little flakes will go off in the water. You'll swallow it, drink it. Not a good idea. Wash your hands after you're working with something like this. But with this one, what I do is I like pull the energy like out of my body and I just draw. I draw with it. And so that one works for pulling off any negative energies. And I mean, even if you had like a little teeny weeny tip piece like this, it still works, guys. Still works. Do your drawing and pull all the energies and stuff out. Okay. Sorry. I might have the crystal that you pull, but I don't know. It just happened that one I had from sitting with me. Tanya. Okay, so we're gonna ask the crystal ally cards for a message for. Oh, I'm like, I said Chris. Is it okay I say Chris?
Call me. Yeah. Call me Chris. Whatever you want to call me.
I'm like, that's just as I know you. You know what I mean? For the longest time, I'm so sorry. And then we get on live, and it's like a different name. It's like I mess everybody up. Sorry, hon. Okay. Okay, so we're looking for a message for Grizz from the Crystal Ally cards. We ask that it be honest, clear, and true. That it be something that she resonates to help empower and move her life forward. To have the life she loves, the life she dreams of, and the life she deserves. Again, we're looking for a message for Grizz today, or an answer to a question in her heart. So to be honest, clear, and true. What message you have today? Okay, we got storm.
Ooh. Yeah, that sums up my life.
Okay, but like the underlying energy to the storm is courage.
Yeah.
And so it's bloodstone.
Okay.
Interesting. I will send you the little write-up about it because in my book there's like a page and a half about the stone itself. I'm not gonna read all that out tonight or whatever, but I'll send it to you, okay? Courage in the storm. Yeah, because the storm is an element, right? Not a actual crystal. So there's a bit more of a write-up about that one. Let's see. Storm. So I will start with saying that storms are very, very important, like to the production of food and the growth of plants. If you have a container that you're growing food in, and you're watering it just with your hose or from the kitchen or whatever, even if you're putting some fertilizers and some food in there, if you take water collected from inside your house too, okay, guys, this applies to inside your house too. Outside, it's happening on its own, but inside too. So if you take water that you collected from a storm or rainfall, it's electrified and is energized differently than your tap water. Water is like a huge conduit for energy. And so that electricity in that water, and you feed your plants with it, they just jump. Like they just stand up. Like if you go out to your garden, there's a little bit dry and crispy, and then like the next day there's a storm and it rains, even if it's not hard rain, you'll go out and you'll see all of them just like standing up and like thick and like green, darker, or like just more themselves and more vibrant. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
The energy, right? So the storm's not always bad. The storm sometimes blows away the bad debris and actually helps prevent molds and mildews and like things that set in and cause disease. So please don't take completely that storm is a terrible, terrible thing. I want to start with that. Why can't I find it? It doesn't want me to. Hold on. It said you were talking too much. I'm gonna hide. Like the dog does. Oh my gosh. I better start over. This book is not an alphabetical one, so don't I'm not broken, I swear. You know, people are like, boy, this girl like can't do the alphabet. You know, like what's she struggling with over here, right?
Again, it was only 3 sips. Again, it was only 3 sips.
Okay, listen. You need to understand. In high school, I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, and I didn't do cigarettes. And that was because I did not require them to go to every party and be the wildest one there. This is all me. I usually drink or smoke to slow down and quiet myself because people are like, I'm tired. Karen, you gotta slow down. You got just Karen, I can't watch you be quiet and still. So usually I do those things to like chill out and not to be all hyper. Because I am hyper, just normal on my own.
No, I'm just being a smart ass, Cran. You're doing fine.
That's fine. I can advocate on my own behalf. Don't fret. And my skin is thicker than that, I hope. After all the crap I've been through, it better be, or else I should be torn apart. Okay. So it says the message. When storm whirls through your cards, you are being blessed with a time of great change and growth. Those things aren't comfortable, we know. The growth that storm brings is rarely easy. Ego-based beliefs and ideas may be shattered. Old beliefs that were held dear may become empty of meaning. But this difficult cleansing of obsolete energies is crucial to gaining new levels of deeper understanding and growth. Okay, chrysalis, okay, like moth, chrysalis, butterfly. Butterfly! Oh, it's back there somewhere. Okay, sorry. Storm is calling you to stretch out your arms to the sky and invoke the powers of lightning, rain, wind, and earth. You are a conduit. You can hold this energy. You can transmute it as well, even if you don't think so. In doing so, you will begin your initiation into deeper mysteries of your life.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Bloodstone's got, because that's our underlying energy. There's more about the storm, and I'm going to send it to you, and you can read it, like, calmly on your own or whatever, okay? Because 2 pages, me reading to you, might not absorb it quite as well as, like, you reading it, okay? I'm not trying to abandon you or, like, be lazy or anything. I just feel like you'll get so much more from it than if I... How about it? Let's talk about Bloodstone here, okay? Ooh, 91, which is 10, which is completion. So, honey, like, get through this one. Get through this one. You're going to up a level, which means some of this repeat stuff's not going to repeat. Yes, you're still going to have hurdles on the next level, okay? I'm not rescuing you from that forever. But if you get through this one, you're leveling up, and some of those annoying repeats are going to stop. And you're going to go on to the new hurdles. And then when you start seeing those ones start to repeat, then you know that you're leveling up to the next one and you let go. Okay? Yeah. You got this. This is just learning the flow. This is just learning the flow. Yeah, no, awesome. Okay, bloodstone. Quiet, Carrie. Get to the bloodstone. Okay. Okay. Bloodstone has appeared at this time to encourage, which is inspire with courage. I like you. Okay, so it says Bloodstone has appeared this time to encourage you to recognize the direction in which your heart is leading you. This physical world is a school, a play that we are acting out with the others around us. At any time, we can rewrite or change the script. You know, when you do your little advertisements, I bet you remove them and redo them a couple times, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know you. I know you, but because you're perfectionist and you're gonna like, oh, this has to be this. Okay, so it says, so there you just proved to yourself that you can rewrite your story too, honey. And what you're going through is you rewriting the life that you have in the future that you want it to be.
Okay, like manifesting what you want and so forth in a way.
Or just think of it as literally writing a damn story.
Okay.
Like you could literally sit at a desk and you could just literally write it. Like this is the outcome I want from this hurdle. Yeah. From this sacrifice, I want this to be the result. When this is completed, we will have this and we will move forward to this. Like you can literally write the story. Like you can go make up a completely fictional story right now and move towards that being your real life then.
Yes.
But it won't come then if you don't make it now.
Okay.
So what it becomes then is whatever you muddle through each day. But if you literally sat down, you could literally sit down and write it out. Like you are that powerful. You know, these manifestation stuff and all these woo-woo new age stuff, like honestly, they still play small. A lot of them still play real small and real tight. You have to have this book. You have to do this, that. You can't get in a tarot deck unless somebody gives it to you. You have to read reversals. You don't read reversals. It's all just playing small. We are little creation. Especially us, we're women. We are more creation than any other thing on the planet or face of this earth. We are the divine. We are the closest thing to it. We are what makes it happen or not happen. That's why we've been under attack in the 3D for so long and held down and put down so long.
Mm-hmm.
So we're now in the world of Aquarius. We are now under Earth planet's field that its energy forces are being controlled by a feminine energy. It is the first time in centuries since our planet has been manipulated and under the control of a feminine energy. That's why everything is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Mom came home and said, clean up your messes. Take your responsibilities. Right? But that's hard work. Being mom's not the easy job. But you could literally write whatever you want, hun. That's what I'm saying is literally. You create those advertisements and you do them for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Start writing an advertisement for yourself.
Okay.
Because you're good at it, and everybody's already talked tonight about how you're good at it, and we already have physical proof in the 3D. You can go over your own page,
mm-hmm.
and it will show you how creative you are and that you're capable. And it'll also show you, because I think at the beginning you're like, I can't do this, but there they are, and everybody loves them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says. Come on, yeah, I did a good job. You deserve it. You're not arrogant for saying you did a good job. Yeah. You're not selfish.
Yeah, you're right. I have to keep acknowledging that.
And I'll help you if you forget. Don't worry. I promise. I have no problem with conflict, everybody. I have no problem with being the bad guy. I have no problem with saying what needs to be said. Big shoulders. I can take it. Load it on. Okay, let me finish though, because I didn't finish. Okay. It says at any time we can rewrite or change the script. Okay. Think like sitcom. Remember those those shows that the ladies always watch every single week?
Yeah.
You know, like you could do that every single week. Oh no, I didn't like that one. No, we're rewriting.
Change the ending. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, last week we did this. All right, well, this week we're going to change that script because that didn't go so great. We're going to cook something new, okay? Just keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Okay.
Okay, it says, this is how you create your own reality. Sometimes fear of censure, fear of loss, or fear of failure can keep you from following your dreams. Bloodstone has come to lend you courage so that you can hear the direction your heart calls from and take your first steps towards it. Bloodstone walks beside you as you set foot upon your path as a spiritual warrior. So your chakra is the root chakra and navel chakra. So maybe when you're sleeping, put on some guided meditations that are target the navel and root chakra. You know, do a little soup thing. Put that little noise on while you're sleeping and see if in the morning, you know, you're just feeling more in line and off you go.
Okay.
So the affirmation is, I have the courage to act upon my inner guidance.
Okay.
I have the courage to act upon my inner guidance. It's gotten you this far. You have a beautiful family and a beautiful life, and you created it. Please believe in yourself. No one's saying it was easy, but you did it.
Yeah.
You literally did it. You're standing here. And I bet you if you look, there's a lot of things that you didn't think you'd survive, and you're here.
Heck yeah.
And even if you don't wish that it never happened, the gift is that you developed true confidence by going through it. Because the only way that true confidence is actually created in this world, and thank the Lord that I learned this in high school, was that the only true way to be confident and to learn true confidence that is everlasting and truly grounding, like that stays with you, is to look at something that scares the crap of you and do it anyways.
Yeah.
It is truly the only way to true self-confidence. Everything else is a crutch, superficial, or depends on something, someone, or outside of us. But when we go through that, even if we come out and it was a complete failure and a mess, we're like, okay, well, we're standing here. Okay, we are here. Okay, I didn't think I'd live.
Yeah.
I did live. No, I didn't go maybe how I wanted it. No, that wasn't really fun. I don't want to revisit if I had a choice. Right? But the point is that you did do it. And when we look at that, then we understand, okay, maybe it's not so scary that something I don't know is coming my way. Maybe it's not so scary that this thing is kind of like overwhelming and I've got no clue how to get through it, because I've been there before and I got on the other side.
Yeah.
And I might still be cleaning up the mess, but like I'm still here. I'm still doing it. So I really want you to embody that and spend some time with that this week, because I really honestly feel like you just credit yourself too much.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, like I think that in your upbringing it may have been burnt into you as like a humbleness.
Yeah.
But what we're learning now is that humbleness is much more expansive. Like we would all say that like God's a humble guy, right? But like he went into buildings and flipped tables over. Right? You know, he put plagues and shit on people and stuff. You know what I mean? Like you're still humble. You're still righteous. You're still a good human being.
Yeah.
And part of being that is by acknowledging I'm a good person. I've done good things. I want to do good things. I make up for my bad things. I work through my bad things. That's a good person. You know, and you're a mom, so like mom guilt's a whole other subject. We can have tea and biscuits later. We can chat about that, because some of that's like our mom guilt, like we should be doing this, we've got to do this, or we knew better, or we wanted this but they wouldn't let, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff in there. Well, I think you're doing amazing things. And like I don't think people have, you know, you know, your kids would be taken from you if you weren't a good mother. Your husband wouldn't be with you if you didn't have a good relationship, right? Like,
Exactly.
those are very good foundations that majority of the world can't secure right now.
You're right. Yeah. Like you have to stop and think of all those things.
Now, we were raised in a world where lots of people were doing successful marriaging and coupling. So that's why maybe you don't think that's such a special thing right now. But I need you to know that in this world right now, snapshot of this society in this world, you are the gem. You are the needle in the haystack.
Yeah.
You are the goal. Like that, like,
yeah.
It's not perfect. It's not hard. You are working your butt off for it, girl. I know you are. I know you are. But you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
Yeah. I'm almost exhausted in every way,
I know.
physically and everything, but I get it. You know?
Okay, so I'm gonna look at I'll look some rejuvenating stones up for you too, and some teas and things. We'll look at some herbs to help try and support your system while you're going through this. Because a lot of times when we're going through this, we're not eating right, we're not sleeping right, which means our engine isn't running right, which means our brain's not functioning right, which means we're more worried, which we're more stressed, we're more into our program. How did our parents raise us, not how we want to raise our children?
Yeah.
Hey, these things happen. You're a whole person, girl. You're a whole person. It's like a big old conglomerate. So please be good to yourself, okay? And I'm going to send you this.
All right. I love it. Appreciate it. You hit every little thing that's going on. So I needed to hear.
We love you so much.
Thank you.
And you love your family so much. Please love you too.
Okay. I will. Thank you. I love it.
I'm here 24/7, babe. You know how to find me.
Same here. You too. You can message me anytime.
I did. I did. I was like, hold on, a friggin' what a bar. I'm like, human, where's a human? Need a human. Thank you, human. Hi, human.
I love that you did, you know. I love that you like don't give up, you know, and
No,
you know.
I'm like, I'm gonna lose my brains right now. Please, somebody like save me from that. No, I've struggled with anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, covert narcissism. You know, I've been woken up to like being strangled to death and stuff. Like I've been through some crap. I've learned to do certain things when things get to a certain point, so I don't destroy my own world.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though I can't completely heal and fix all the damage quite like just like this, I decided that like this is the barrier. Like this is as far as you're gonna push me. And I'm not letting my life get destroyed past that. This is what I'll give. And then I'm going through my skills. I'm calling my people. I'm touching the ground. I'm doing an activity. I'm being physical. I'm eating something healthy for my body. I'm going through my toolbox. And this is why I promote DBT therapy, is because it is the only thing. I've taken all kinds of therapies. I've taken all kinds of natural, I've done all sorts of different types of healing modalities. And DBT was the only one that like snapped it all back together. And I was like, okay. I have a toolbox. And I can find the toolbox in a crisis. That's really all we need.
I've heard of CBT.
Yep, cognitive behavioral therapy.
Oh.
So that's kind of like something that everybody can benefit from.
Yeah.
Not that DBT you can't, but diabetical behavioral therapy is used for people who have experienced severe traumas or high addictions or anything like that. But through me taking it, I was like, everybody who graduates from high school needs to take this, because what people don't understand is that our world is devised and created on narcissistic policies, agencies, and people. Yeah. And so thus we have adapted in order to survive in this world. We have all taken on some narcissistic traits. That doesn't mean you're a narcissist, people. Please, please, please. True definition of a narcissist. If you hurt somebody, do you feel bad? Yes or no? If it's a no, you're a narc. If it's a yes, you're a human being surviving in a narcissistic world. Amen. You can heal. You can change. You can make it better. because you want to, because you see that it was your mistake. Narcs don't see their mistakes.
Yeah.
And they're not willing to change. So that is the truest way to know. So I just want to make sure everybody does that. It's like a disclaimer because that world is thrown around a lot. Narcissism, okay? But we all have narcissistic tendencies because we live in a narcissistic society, right?
Yeah. Absolutely right.
But anyways, like we can do this together. We have to do it together. We can't do it alone. That's the biggest lie.
That's true. We all need to support each other and love each other.
We used to have sounding boards in communities, right? We used to live in families where there was 20 people under a roof or on a farm or on a piece of land.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And so you had aunties, you had uncles, you had cousins, you had nephews, you had people around you who said, don't do that, you idiot. Or who said, hey, that was a good job. Keep doing it. Right? We all need that. That doesn't make us weak. Doesn't make us less. It's literally how we are designed to survive. We are an immaculately engineered machine. And we are living in an immaculately engineered world. So, like, you understand your scientific calculator that if you do this and do that and you calibrate it right, it will work. But if you don't calibrate it right, it won't work.
Yeah.
The reason we knew how to make that device was because we understand ourselves in the world, okay? We are a precision instrument, and we do need to be handled in certain ways, but we are amazing. And we are all connected. It is all one system.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how independently, you know, we want to think we did it all, but we did it all alone, but like truly, we don't actually do any of that. And please know I'm horrible for that. I did everything, you did nothing. That's a conversation with me and my child sometimes, guys. It's terrible. I become the child sometimes too.
Oh my gosh. You last there. I mean,
I love you, and you're doing wonderful and amazing things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ongoing. Your husband and your children are seriously and literally the most important things in the world.
Oh yeah.
Not just to you, to everyone. And I need you to understand that, and I really hope the world starts waking up. The children are our future, and they are our world, and they are everything. And we need to protect them and love them and raise them all up.
And guide them the right way.
Yeah, but listen. Oh, okay. I was just called to say this. I got to tell you this, though. You got to remember with your children, though, that they came here with a different script. They're on their own path. You were only one part.
Yeah, exactly.
I know at the beginning we're all the parts. At the beginning we're like everything and we're responsible for all the things, and it's really hard. Please know I sympathize. But they have their own path. They have to do some hurt. They have to go through struggles. They picked this just as much as we picked this. Mm-hmm. They came here to learn these lessons in these ways. They picked their parents to be a certain way. They picked their friends to be a certain way. They picked how they're failed and things. I know it's so hard to not want to protect them and save them from it. But we have to remember that we can't.
I know. I have to keep reminding myself.
We have to stand aside and understand that they can still get to the end thing we dream for them, mm-hmm. even in and through all of these weird things and stuff that they came with, okay? And I don't like to give this person props very often, but my ex is the one who taught me that. Because he's a toxic human being. And I spent a lot of time very much trying to protect my child from it and to not have that affect her. And at a certain point, I had to understand, like, I only have control of this piece of her existence. Like, I literally am only half her genetics. He is her other half. So, like, I can't even, like, guide her on half her genetics because I don't know it and understand it. It's not my family line. It's not what I've lived. So I can't really explain that pieces to her. That's why I've always been tried to keep her in contact with some of them, even though they're not the most healthy, because they can answer things I can never answer for her. Okay? Mm-hmm. There's pieces of her I'll never understand because they're not me. I'm only half. Even though I'm 100% responsible for her right now, okay? She's still only half me. So
Yeah.
I had to really wrap my head around the fact that other people are going to come in her life. They're going to encourage her to do things I don't think are good. They're going to encourage her to do things that aren't good. She's going to choose to do things that other people want to do that I don't agree with. And I need to stay strong on who I am. I need to keep choosing what I choose so that she sees an alternative to all that other bad. So that even if she goes into that bad, she still has the chunk of me that says there is another way.
That's awesome.
And whenever she gets through all the crap, it'll hopefully finally line up, and then my piece will fit, and she'll go, oh, okay.
Oh.
Because that's how I went through life. Like, I remember my mom telling me some stuff, and I was like, Mom, you don't know, blah. You're an old lady. You're so out of touch. You don't understand. And then I'd be like, oh, that's what Mom talked about. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, I have to try to remember that for her. And I have to try to clean my part up as best I can. Do everything within my power to show an alternative so that she has two things to choose from, right? Hi, Soul Stardust. Okay, I'm gonna stop blabbing.
Grizz, is there anything else you'd like to add or ask?
No. Oh, I love it. Hearing it from another mother, I need it.
We do. That's another thing too, is that we all walk around like, yeah, we got our stuff together. We don't need any help. We don't need to talk to nobody. What are you talking about? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Just we used to do it in the living room with our nannies and our aunts and our husband. We all did it in the privacy of our house, right? But now we don't congroup like that. So now we need to go out. We need to go to our friends. We need to tell the world. Why do you think people are on social media spreading all this stuff? People make fun of them. It's like, no, they literally have nowhere to go. They have nowhere safe. So they're pouring out at the seams, and they have to get it out to be healthy.
Yeah. You're right. It's different. So it's all changed.
So we have to do it different and not beat ourselves up. I was talking to a friend about this the other day. Like, I have a different bag of a different basket of eggs than like my mom had. So I'm trying to like do what my mom did, but like I got a different basket of eggs. So like my eggs don't quite fit together like hers did. So like for me to get to the end goal, I got to think about it different. And I got to work with some eggs, and maybe I got to go pick up some pickles and stuff it in some mushrooms or something. Like maybe I have to go find some other things to get to that end goal now, because it's different now. Okay. Is Tammy still here? I feel so bad. Sorry, guys. Once I get going.
My little one is here checking you guys out.
Hi, little one. We love your mama. She's the best.
Oh.
Let's take a little break.
She's the only one you got.
He is one of the better ones. He's one of the better ones.
Okay, good. You keep being a good example for your siblings then.
We'll take a little break and just say, welcome everybody again to our 3+Me tonight. We have our guest, Cran, who is doing some readings. I have a few people in line for you, Cran.
Okay.
I hope that's okay. I know you said you had Tammy also wanted a reading. There is one coming up right now, Middleton, but he does not want to be on camera.
Yeah, I think it's Tammy.
So it is Tammy?
Tammy Middleton, right? If I'm correct, I mean, I've been on social media with her for a long time now, I believe.
Okay, good. Good. I had her down as Middleton. Grizz, would you like to stay on, or
I guess
what would you like to do?
I guess that
I think
yeah,
I think for now, if that's okay. Yeah.
it kind of distorts it.
Okay.
I'll
Just
step
for
down.
now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Grizz.
Love
Thanks.
you, honey.
And if you are not following Grizz, she is Jade Tiger. She is my partner here. She does all of our posts. She does a lot more than that behind the scenes. She's always keeping me on track every week. What's coming up this week? Who's our guest this week? What's going on? And she's the one that actually keeps my mind going when I get brain dead sometimes. So I appreciate that, Grizz. And everything you spoke about tonight, Cran, I believe it is something that she definitely needs to hear.
We all do.
I feel like sometimes she doesn't give herself that credit that she is due to herself.
Uh,
She
that's a
hears it
parent thing.
from other people. Yeah. She hears
That's
it
a
from other
parent thing.
people. I try and remind her, but yeah, it is a parent thing.
It is.
But I
I
think
think you
I
should
think
take
it's
some of it
nice.
too.
Well, I've got good people in my life to help me with that.
Love ya.
So I appreciate
I love
that.
ya.
Love you too, Grant. Okay, so we do
Tammy
have
wants to know
Tammy.
about what she needs to be aware of.
Okay.
I think we're gonna ask
After Tammy, we have Tanya coming up.
Hey,
Tanya.
Tanya. Mrs. T. I call her Miss T. Don't mess with a fool. She's strong lady.
I think it's time for the fourth sip, Grant.
Oh yeah, I haven't taken a sip. Maybe I should.
Yeah,
See, look,
time
like
for
it's still
the
the
fourth
same.
sip. Right, your glass is still full.
I'm abusing the alcohol. I'm neglecting it. Like you paid for me for the evening and you're not going to do anything with me?
Yeah, I know,
No, I'm
right?
just
Just hey,
rescuing you from your terrible, terrible life.
there's starving kids somewhere. Drink up.
Okay, Tammy, I'm going to use the Crystal Ally cards. And then, for some reason, I'm feeling like I should also pull a fairy card. A fairy card for you. Okay, Tammy. Okay, so we have a message from the Crystal Allies for Tammy. We asked her to be honest, clear, and true. That it be something she understands and resonates to help empower and move her life forward. To have the life she loves, life she dreams of, the life she deserves. Ask that it be honest, clear, and true, please. Message for Tammy. She wants to know. Wait, she wanted to know what to be aware of. Okay, Crystal Allies. Okay. Cycles is what came out. Moonstone. Moonstone's a really nice stone. There's two kinds. One's more authentic than the other. So ask if you do go to buy some. Ask people if how it's created. Both should carry similar frequencies. But obviously, I'm all about the natural as opposed to the man, like directed, but they can still carry the same. So don't let that deter you from getting a moonstone, Tammy. Okay, so cycles. Just that everything changes. But it's not always bad, even when it looks bad. I always use the analogy, you take the little depleted shack, you know what I mean? And then you kind of beat it up and rough it up, and then you decorate it and make it all like this beautiful new structure again. So like it's a cycle, right, to going through. Let's see, Tammy. Let's see what it's saying. And then I'm going to pull from the fairies, I think, too, for you. Moonstone. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping okay, Tammy? Please get some rest, if you are not. Spin the wheel. Oh, no. Okay. Moonstone shines her beauty upon you. You are being asked to reflect upon the movement in your life. In this situation, you are considering what part of the great cycle are you in at the moment? Are you at
Grand
the
Tammy is saying
beginning?
she is not sleeping well.
Yeah, I know. I know, Tammy. I'm sorry, honey. We're working on, let's see. Hold on, I'm taking notes.
I'll try and help you with the with her responses. Okay, Brad?
Oh yeah, that's okay. I usually catch them, but maybe
Okay.
not.
Okay, it's
I'm
okay.
good with backup, but I do try to be paying attention. Okay, so are you at the beginning of the stage where the seed is just being set, or are you is the seed already growing into the plant? Are you nurturing the plant and helping it grow? Are you at harvest time? Are you drying the seeds for next season? You know, think about what part of the cycle you're at in this situation, because you know it's going to change. You don't be here the whole time. Everything within our lives has its cycle. Attempting to reap what you have just sown is not realistic. There needs to be a period of growth before the fruit can come to harvest. Alternately, when you really need time to turn inward and rest, attempting to plant and grow a new aspect of your life is not fruitful. Moonstone is calling you to explore which part of the cycle you are currently in and to take the appropriate action. Both Moonstone and the wind element are telling you to honor the current cycle of your life so that you can live more fully through joy. So the chakra is the sixth chakra. Oh my gosh. I don't know which one that is.
Heart. Is it heart chakra?
The sixth chakra?
The sixth chakra is the throat, I think.
Oh, Tammy, then you have some things to say that you're not saying, but so Moonstone hits your sixth chakra, and the affirmation is, I move through the cycles of my life with joy and acceptance. I move through the cycles of my life with joy and acceptance. Middleton. I'm going to send this. I'll send you a copy, okay, Tammy, so you can have it on you. But the affirmation, you want to say it in the morning and the night, or 1,000 times a day, or when you're feeling tough, or when you feel like you just can't do it. Say it. I move through the cycles of my life with joy and acceptance. It's a good one. We all could touch up on too. So add that one to your affirmations if anybody's got their own list.
Could you repeat that, Brad, please?
Yep. I move through the cycles of my life with joy and acceptance.
Thank you. I like that one.
Sixth chakra is our crown. I'm like, I find when I go online, people talk about them down or up, and it's like, ugh. And then I get confused, and then I don't hold it in my brain. I'm like, it's not solid information. I cannot compute. So, that's good. Okay, Tanya. Tanya's with the babies. Tanya, you can just point this video at the ceiling if you want.
Okay, sixth chakra, crown chakra.
Chakra.
Thank you, Annie.
Okay, Tammy. Tammy, I've got you down here, and I'm gonna do not sleeping. I'm gonna send you some herbs that maybe we can do that with. They do. You're right. I know, and it makes me so confused. I'm like, I like from the ground up because they go way up into the universe and stuff. And I don't want to go in the earth. So like I want I want the ones that are up there. I don't want to go inside the earth. So. Okay, Tammy, I'm gonna send you that after the broadcast. Don't stay up waiting for it though, because I could be up late and doing it. But you'll have it there for tomorrow, okay? And you can message me anytime, Miss Middleton. Anytime, you know. Is that from the root? Yeah. I'm like, I want to know about the earth and not. I'm sure there's more in the earth and stuff, but I don't want to know about them. Okay, Tammy. And Chandra and Grizz. I'm gonna make sure my notes, so I make sure I send them all out to everybody. Okay.
Was that it for? Okay.
Tam-
We have Tanya coming up next.
Okay. Tanya,
just a little public service announcement.
Yes.
If you're not following Cran, will you give us your social medias that you would like us to follow you on for those of you who are not yet? Instagram.
I'm on pretty much every platform, I think, that's available. But I really mostly use Instagram and Facebook Messenger. sometimes TikTok, sometimes Twitter. But I'm Crayon Wise Mercantile here. And then I actually just got my other one to change, so it's not Tamara anymore. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but it says Crayon Wise 2023 now, I think.
I saw that.
So I was really excited because before they wouldn't let me change my name, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be called Tamara. It's not who I am, and everybody in the world keeps calling me Tamara, and I'm like, I'm messing everybody up.
Yeah, you were being put on the timeout step for a little bit for posting Instagram posts with music that was copyrighted. So I didn't understand that shit because it's music that Instagram gives us. Because even though there's sometimes that I post and I like to post music and they're like this, your post has been taken down, your post has been restricted. I'm like, I'm being put on the timeout step again. I don't like that about Instagram.
So what you do is when you respond to Instagram, you ask for them to do an investigation, and you write that
do
down.
every time.
Okay, good. Keep doing that, because I had that happen to me, and then it didn't happen again afterwards. Because I but I posted it on my page, and I tagged Instagram on my post on my page, and I was like, I'm not taking punishment for your failing app.
Yeah.
Like, you are the one who should be in trouble for making it available if it shouldn't be used.
Right.
You should not punish me. That's on you.
Yeah.
So don't take my post down. Maybe take the audio off it, but don't take my post down. You're computer people. You can figure crap out.
I feel the same way. Don't take my post down. Don't take down this music that I love to share for the 3 people who are always looking at my feed to like.
Dude, I'm not a big influencer. What are you worried? I shared a song with 10, 15 people. Leave me alone. I just mean it wasn't that little, but you know what I mean. These accounts have hundreds of thousands, and it's what are you worried about me? Am I 1,500 people or whatever? What do you care about me? I'm just pennies. Go away.
So,
I don't have a big effect.
I have to tell you, I gotta share a story with you. I've been on Instagram since 2017, I think, and I've transitioned from one genre to the next, from one type of content to the next, and I finally got my groove where I want to be and what I want to post and where I want to be, right? So a couple of days ago, I'm sorry, last week, I posted a video that I saw on a short that I thought was the funniest thing ever. And I've got a weird sense of humor.
Okay.
Sometimes it's dark, but I reposted it on my feed. Now, I think at best, the most I've ever had likes on the post was 27 people.
That's pretty good. This
time, it's okay for me. I felt good about having 5. I feel great about having 5.
Right. Yeah, but I'm that person too.
I feel accomplished with 3 people going, hey, I like your post. Hey, I like your post.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, yay, people liked it.
But this one post that I put up, it was just a dumb video that I thought was funny. And I think as the days has gone by, it's been about a week and a half, so I want to say 11 days, maybe 12 days. I keep seeing notifications of this number going up and up and up, and it went from the 3 people who usually like my post to 5 people who like the post to 25 people who like the post to 80 people who like this post to 130 people who like this post. So I'm up to, and I guess I'm bragging a little bit, but I have one post after 5 years. Yeah. Finally, 625 likes on one post.
Right.
I was celebrating.
See, they're starting to be seen more.
Right.
So see, the more people do it and the more they're seen, then the momentum pushes it out more. The computer puts it out more so you can see more people. So it's not even truly just reflective of you. There is a bit of a game in it, right? That if you don't manipulate and tickle the little machine, then it doesn't do the extra work for you to help, it's a whole I scratch your back, you scratch my back situation, right? So that's cool. And no, you should say, and that's all right. There's no problem with any of that.
Well,
Tanya.
Out of out of curiosity, I go and I take a look, and I want to say out of the 625, I want to say 600 are fake accounts. It's one of
No,
those.
no.
It's a new
Fake
account,
accounts don't
or it's
usually
got
go
one
around
post.
liking things.
That's true too. That's
Fake
true too.
accounts usually go around like being trolls.
Yeah. Well, it was an international post, so I guess it was international. Being a business account, you can actually throw a couple dollars at it,
Yeah,
so it gets seen with a bigger
yeah,
audience. I
yeah.
don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I don't ever put money to my post. I share it, and the people who are supposed to see it are going to see it. That's it. That's what I believe. Right?
I just guilt tripped. I love you, Tanya.
All right.
I didn't
Okay.
mean to
I'm
guilt trip
sorry,
you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Tanya. I do apologize. We were taking up your time. Again,
No,
I
no.
didn't.
She told me, she said that she trusts me to pick the card. And I went, and so she made me, so she picked, and I feel bad because I guilted her into it.
I asked her if she wanted to come on video. I didn't see an answer, so I'm gonna leave
She's
it at
got the
that.
boys with her right now.
Okay. Okay.
So she might be a little bit indisposed.
Okay. Cool.
Not appropriate for this broadcast emotion.
Yes.
Well, it'll be great content, Tanya. Great content. Because I'd love to just tell the whole world and like encourage the whole world to do the great
Yeah, I'm
things.
already demonetized, so no problem.
Is that from the
Alcohol,
warnings or whatever?
profanity. I'm
Is
sorry.
that from the warnings or whatever?
No, no, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
I was like, well, maybe when they fix the warnings, then that'll come back around.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, wow, she knew about the warnings.
She just told me a nerd.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Daddies. Fairies for Tanya. Okay, we're looking for a message for Tanya. We ask that it be honest, clear, and true. Or an answer to a question she holds in her heart. Again, we're looking for a message from the fairies for Tanya. Something that she understands and resonates to help empower and move her life forward. To have the life she loves, the life she dreams of, and the life she definitely deserves. What message you got for Tanya today, fairies? Nope. It didn't like me. Sorry, Tanya. It said no. Keep working. Excuse me. Excuse me. I was not done brewing. My apologies. Okay. Whew. This tea. Okay. Moving forward fearlessly. That should be no problem for you, honey. Tanya's a bull. If you don't know, she's strong. She's a strong lady. It's really pretty though, and I'll send it to you. Look, it looks like you do. Who's down there with you? Okay. Okay. Moving forward fearlessly. Okay. Of course. No, that's okay. I don't know where to be till Monday. Maybe you don't want me till Monday, but like I'm available until Monday. Oh my gosh. That sounds sad. It's not though. It's quite nice, actually. Okay, moving forward fearlessly. You are making big breakthroughs in your life by putting your divinely inspired ideas into action. Yes. Trust that you are guided each step of the way. Those gut feelings, dreams, and strong impulses you've been getting aren't just examples of wishful thinking. They represent the germination of new projects and situations that are vehicles for your divine life mission. Don't ignore these gifts from heaven, which come on the wings of repetition, strong thoughts, and feelings. The fairies ask you to honor your inner feelings by taking at least one step today in the direction of making your dreams and desires a reality. Fearlessly take one step to dismantle any part of your life that is out of integrity. Take another step towards realizing your heart's desire. Even a tiny step that is remotely related to improving your life will make you feel that you're soaring with the fairy realm. Keep taking one step a day, and soon your dreams will be a reality. The affirmation is, I move forward fearlessly, trusting that each step I take is perfectly guided. It is, Miss T, it is. I move forward fearlessly, trusting that each step I take is perfectly guided. I move forward fearlessly, trusting each step I take is perfectly guided. I love it, guys. If anybody takes anything away tonight, please take that one. I'm like, I want that for all of us. I want that for all of us. Miss T, you're a warrior. You got this. Are you there? Did it resonate?
Fran,
Not
Fran,
you.
one more time,
Not
Fran,
you.
please.
Not you,
I
Shush.
move
I am
forward
Miss T. No, I'm just kidding.
fearlessly. Pay attention.
I wasn't talking to you, mister. I'm just kidding.
I move
Okay.
forward fearlessly.
Trusting that
Yep.
each step I take
Mhm.
is perfectly guided.
Got it. Thank you.
Welcome.
I love that.
Me too.
Wow.
Tonya.
Cleo is here. Welcome, Cleo. It's good
Hi,
to see you.
Cleo. I know I do. I love you, Miss T. Oh, I love her to death. Oh, goodness gracious.
So
Okay, if anybody else wants a card, I know you want one, right, Luca? But if there's anybody else in the room who wants a card, put a little card emoji.
we are doing card pulls tonight with our friend Cran, who is part of our community. This is her second time with us, and I'm going to say something, okay? And please don't be
Okay,
offended. I'm
okay.
going to say this much. From the time you logged on and we started till now, I've been kind of biting my tongue a little bit. Not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Trust me, it's not a bad thing. But you know I can sense energies. You know I can feel
Mm-hmm.
energies. You know I can see auras. Um,
You can say
I do
what?
see auras.
Oh, or yes, sorry, my
Auras. Yes.
potatoes in my ears.
But I'm gonna say this much,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you'll understand it the way I'll say it. But there is the energy that I feel that is here tonight, that is present, whether it's something that is provided by the community, by those who you read for, uh, basically by your presence here tonight, that there is a new sense, a newfound freedom for Cran. There is the energy I've been sensing since you logged on is there's a rejuvenation in this person who has gone through a storm and
I've
has
been through
weathered that
many.
storm. I'm
I've been through many.
talking
I'll
about
be
I'm
through
talking
more.
about I'm talking about recently, but
Yeah, but that's
uh,
not a new
uh,
one either.
well, it is for maybe me, but
Right.
uh, the energy that I get that you exude, the colors I see coming off of you, I don't see just one color. This is the first time. This is why I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
This is the first
Okay.
time I've ever seen an aura that's radiating more than one color. Your aura.
Leave it to the
I
Libra.
don't want to use the word rainbow colors, but it's a very light pastel colors. But I see some yellows, some blues, some pinks, some greens, and it's just radiating off of you. And it's for me, I interpret it as some kind of a newfound freedom, some kind of a weathering of a storm, and ending to something that was not meant for you, and ending for something that
Oh,
needed
but it was
to
meant for me,
come to
and it
head
is meant for me, and it is showcased with all sorts of treasures and gems that I have collected along the way. And I am thankful and I
along
am
the way.
grateful, and it is an amazing, amazing journey. So probably you're seeing is that in the last I don't even know how long it's been really, because it's progressive and fluid, but closer to God.
Mm.
So I have this like weird grounding. Grounding is like the only word I can even come close to like sort of explain it, because, and it doesn't even do it justice, because like, but something happened. It's been cumulative. It's been cumulative, but sort of all come together since I think Tanya was saying on the 19th, when the energy, like the whole world and the whole earth changed. Like I really felt like a shift around then, where it's almost like my roots, they were like surface roots, like all across the grass. Like, you know me, I'm holding on to this earth, man. Like my reach is big and wide, but it's almost like I all of a sudden grew a tap root. And it was just like this root that went straight down into the earth's core, and it took my union right straight up to high. And the only thing other than I can express is that it's like the truest of love, the realest of love. And I'm closer to God than I've ever been. And my purpose is like on like the tip of my freaking tongue, and I'm like, I'm right here. And so okay, so the thing like that you were talking about, I need you to really understand that like I was raised by a covert narcissist, and I've been through multiple relationships that were not the healthiest. This one is a spiritual union and had a purpose. I am not sure if the contract has been completed, but it's definitely a past life union. And there was a contract that we had here. Now, I'm not too sure if I figured out if the other person has reneged on their part of the contract, meaning that we can't continue to work on that contract. So like on I go with my other thousands of contracts. But if that person does their work, maybe in the future, that contract can be revisited. So I don't know if it's that we broke our contract or that we completed the contract. And so the time in the future is what will show us whether it is or it isn't. But I'm not a doormat, and I pick and I choose very clearly what I tolerate. And I see people beyond what the media shows, and I know people deeper than they sometimes know themselves. And so sometimes I see things that others do not, and people question why I do what I do. But I promise you that I love me, and that I am a stable me, and that nobody will rock me. No one. No one has, and no one will. But I love big, and I love hard, and I don't turn it off for any reason. So we send that person love from a little bit afar. We send love to anybody who is engaged in them and has been not come out with happiness. Okay, because when we meet people, there are lessons there for us just as much as them. And if we don't learn them, sometimes they stay in our energy and drag us down, because we're supposed to be learning that thing, right? And so I look at the world a little bit different. So I just really want you to know that that stuff doesn't that stuff doesn't, I don't know. It's like it can come and it can go and it can be whatever it is. And it's kind of like what I was talking to Grizz about earlier, about how like I am only part of it. I'm only half of it. Like I can only do my piece. And if other people are doing their own pieces, like we can't come together. Nobody can. Whether we're both amazing, great, awesome people, or we're both crappy messes of like turmoil, okay? Like no matter what we are, you know what I mean? If we can't listen to the lessons and keep growing, then we can't commune. That's our friendships, our families, our intimate relationships. Every single partnership and relationship is there to teach us and to help us grow. And if we don't, it's a mess. And sometimes it's a blessing that somebody came in and made a mess.
Maybe.
It always is. And I assure you that I will challenge you to bring me any situation and I'll find the silver lining. I'll find the lesson and the blessing and the love that came from it and why it happened. So I think that's just what it is. For me, it's God. Like, I am closer to God than ever in my life. And I feel connected to this earth like I never have. And I feel closer to my purpose than I ever have. And so through that, I have this like kind of leveling. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still a human. I still cry. I still have panic attacks. I still like stress. I still worry. Okay, guys, I really want you to know, like, I'm still out here feeling all the feelings. But like, none of it's bad. It all has information. And if we start looking at it as being like we're sleuths and we're collecting clues and data and information to like feed into our machine to like empower us to go forward, then I think like we wouldn't bump and bang as hard as we do. So, but I am not a fragile leaf.
Oh, that much I know. That much I know about you, Grant.
People don't get away with much for long with me, and if they are, it's because I'm allowing them to show. And I'm also giving people the chance because, like, I've been that person. I think that's something that people don't know either, that I've been like a raging, like, I will stab your eye out, like cut your soul apart and lay it on the floor and let you watch it while you cry. Like, I've been in some dark places and angry and mad at the world, and I have hurt people that have loved me and only tried to love me. And I have been good to people who weren't worth it. But everybody's worth it. I just really want you to know. Every single person is worth whatever love you give. Always. Love is never a bad investment on anyone or anything. Our expectations sometimes aren't met, but expectations are the root of all suffering. Accompanied by attachments. So I'm not worried. That person's not gone, just so you know. That person is not done in my life. There is still something there that needs to be finished. And I don't know if it's going to be the next lifetime. Could be the next lifetime. Might not be this lifetime. But there is still something uncompleted. So I don't know if it's a contract broken or a contract completed, but we'll see. And I'm up for the challenge and whatever it brings and whatever the world comes my way. Yeah.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, let's
do
it.
Sure you are.
I'll cry for 12 hours and 10 days. That's fine. And then we'll get up and we'll be happy and we'll get to move on again.
Yeah,
I
I've been
love
there.
you, though.
I've been
I
there
love
myself.
you. I just don't want you to worry. That's all. I just really don't want you to worry in the ways that things seem. I'm weird. I'm different.
No, I mean it's not okay. So I'm finally understanding what you're talking about. I'm finally understanding what you're saying.
I love you.
But it was your energy that kept calling and grabbing at me tonight.
Yeah, but I think
it was not
to God.
It was not the any past connections, any past relationships or anything like that. It was your energy from the time you logged on. It grabbed at me the whole time, all night tonight.
Okay,
So
but maybe you're seeing some of my devil,
though.
Maybe you're seeing some of my devil. That's maybe where some of those colors are coming from, because I came on pretty mad. I'm going to tell you, I was mad when I came. My fire sign was definitely all riled up.
Yeah. Well, I like what I always liked what I've seen in Cran. I think
you like the change.
I don't know if I can say it's a change. I can tell you this much. It is very refreshing.
Cool.
It is because I think there's been, for me, with you, like an absence, either on Instagram, in our community, being in our lives. You are one of the few people that I've really held to a very high standard and high respect in our community. Because you're very knowledgeable. You're one that isn't shaken by much. But you always get a smile on your face.
Yeah, even when I'm mad.
even when you're mad. And this is only with 4 sips, so you need another sip.
I
But
need the
I
bottle. What are you
appreciate you.
talking about? Like, I need the bottle. Come on.
I appreciate
Like,
you is what I'm trying to get at
it
for
only
being
costs
here.
$8. I mean, shit.
Hey,
Thank you for
whatever it
appreciating
costs.
me. I appreciate you too. I have to let you know though, like I really want you to know, like my life is like always like cyclically changing. I get swamped ass busy. I get real like then I'm like, oh, I have nothing in the world to do, and then I'm like, I'm so busy, I can't do this. So I don't want you to think I'm abandoning you. If you ever want me, call on me, and like I'll commit. Like I will commit to what I commit to is what I show up to. I always do. But I'm like,
Yeah,
sometimes I'm just like, I'm busy and I'm going. And sometimes I just don't have the stop.
it's okay. I will take what I can get from anybody who wants
No,
to be here.
no. Like,
I
if
have
you want me, you can have me. I've been crazy. Gotta book me ahead so I schedule my life proper.
yeah.
So I
You
like
only
wiggle
need
everything around it and be like, listen, at this time, okay?
and all we need is an $8 bottle of wine, and
Yeah,
she'll be
man,
here.
I'm
That's all
not.
we need. And 5 sips. Hey, cheers, cheers.
Look at, see, I told you, it's still like, look.
I know. So you take some sips while I talk a little bit. Um, if I may, the real Bonnie Ann, she is actually, I don't want to use the word, she is a friend. She is someone who used to be on Periscope back in the day when we were on Periscope. I think almost everybody in the room was on Periscope before. And she has transitioned to become an influencer, to become a model, to become a movie actress. And I have followed her career, and she is just an amazing person. I am so honored that she's actually here with us tonight. Uh, Bonnie, if I may, if you'd like a card, if you'd like to have Cran do a reading for you, and you'd like to come up on video, I would be honored for you to do that. If not, we can still do a card for you. You can stay in chat. But we do a weekly live here on Instagram, 3+Me. Tonight we have our special guest, Cran, at Cran Mercantile, here on Instagram. She is an amazing woman that is very talented. She has tinctures and tonics, and I believe she likes to do a lot of pickling. Yeah?
I haven't done pickling in forever, but I have a little secret pickle man that I go buy all
Okay.
his pickles.
Okay.
But I
But
was
if you
raised
haven't
like I
followed
know
her,
how. Like I know
yeah,
how.
if you haven't followed her, please give her a follow. If you'd like to have her do a reading for you in private after our stream tonight, please contact her that way. Instagram here, Messenger.
Any wild, crazy questions about any random subject in the whole wide world, I'm sure I can hypothesize some information or where to look.
Yeah.
You can call
Okay.
on me for anything.
Cool. And by the way, I think portions of tonight's stream will go on to our YouTube channel, The Only Elephant in the Room. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We try and put up a video at least once a week. There's a couple of that has gone up this past week that I really, really liked, and I was a part of, and I was able to do a reading for someone in our community in one of those videos. And it was a beautiful moment for me because it was a connection of my child that I lost and this person's child that she lost. And it was a beautiful connection. It was a beautiful reading. It was meant to be. And she was here a little bit earlier, but you'll see her on. She'll be one of our guests as well. So with that,
You
Bonnie,
heard
the real
about
Bonnie Ann, if you're
spirit?
still,
Have you heard of spirit baby readings?
no, I have not.
Okay, Google it on the
Spirit
YouTube.
baby readings? Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes they do it by your sign and stuff, and sometimes they do them collective, so like it might resonate, might not. But it's
Okay.
basically a
I will
message
look it
from
up.
your babies on the other side. Ones you lost, ones you haven't had, like, you know.
This child that I did lose, my daughter, was about 27 years ago now. She is actually one of my spirit guides.
Of course.
She has been with me the last 5 years now, since I've actually started to accept whatever possibility of gifts that I was given, I was granted to have. And I met her
Cool.
and I saw her, and she has been in my life the last 5 years and has been with me during the toughest times, really tough times. She's helped me through it.
But do you understand now why maybe she needed to be your spirit baby and not your baby in life?
I didn't understand it then I do
But do
now.
you now? Yeah, like, did you know? So that's the thing. That's what I mean is like, things come in for a reason, things leave for a reason. Always. Always.
Right. Okay. I get it.
Goodness, thank you very much. Welcome. God, gee, safe dress. We can pull a card for you. You can stay down there if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, that's okay.
Okay, cool. Yes, you said you'd like a reading. Is that
Yeah,
okay with you, Fran?
yeah, of course. So Bonnie, there's a few different things. So
Thank
I
you,
have
Bonnie.
angels, I have fairies, we have nature, earth magic, we have romance deck, we have crystals, fairies. Is there something?
Fran, I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah,
I got somebody at my door.
of
Be right
course.
back.
I love Periscope. I actually started broadcasting on Busker, which was like amazing. Stacy! Hi, I'm so glad to see you. Love you. So glad to see you. I keep missing Stacy. Our schedules are crazy. Yeah, I love Periscope. I just always go on and do truth or stuff. She'll like science and knowledge and information and stuff that would all get me in really big trouble right now. So Bonnie, just let me know if you're drawn to any of those kinds of cards, or is there a thing for that? Is there a thing for that? Could you formulate it into a yes or no question? Because if you can do that, I could do yes or no with the tarot. That's a little bit more practical than the oracle deck, but it's totally up to you. Ah, Nayasa, hello. Good to see you, girl. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. If anybody else wants a card, put a card emoji in the comments. I'm like, here. I shall lead by example. Like, oh, it didn't even bring me one day like that. I'm like, there's my card. That's me too, by the way. Cranwise 2023. Hi, Redette. How are you?
Trisha's here. Hey, Trisha. Cran, I'm going to join you, okay, Cran?
Okay, what's that? Dough ball. Oh, good Lord.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
It's cookie dough whiskey.
Okay, cookie dough. Does it really taste like cookie dough?
Not really.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm like, I don't have a sweet tooth, so that wouldn't go well with me. Oh, say that again.
So
You
Bonnie
wanted
says
to
she's
know-
been transitioned to acting.
yes or no question. I'm like, I guess we can answer that in a yes or no. Hold up.
She says, I've transitioned to acting / modeling. So is there a direction there?
Well, we were talking about something more practical, so I was suggesting to do the yes no tarot.
Okay.
Because you use the tarot cards, like if you take a section of the tarot cards out, you can use them as like just a yes, answering yes or no questions, which is something really cool people can do at home easily for themselves. Oh yeah, I was saying I can do the yes or no. It has to be a yes or no question, like should I do this yes or no?
Yep.
And then there's romance angels, there's fairies, there's earth magic. See, I do more like love and relationship type stuff, right? Not that I can't like pull cards, oracle cards on career. I would probably pick like a spread or something if I was doing it for a client and go over it. Yes, hon, you can. Zen Lotus Gems. Hello, hon. I'm sorry for getting your name. We met you here before, though.
That is Pua. Zen Lotus Gems is Pua. She is also from Hawaii. So I see let's give Bonnie her reading, and then I think Nasia wanted a reading as well. And then Trisha.
So we're going to ask if she should be going into acting and modeling. One card, please. Not 6. We'll keep Luca here up until tomorrow. We go through the 6 cards. So is Bonnie be going into acting modeling? I say yes, but let's see what the cards say.
Yeah, for those of you, and there's going to be people in the room that are going to check her profile out after this. I'm going to tell you, she is an amazing woman. She kind of reminds me of you, Cran. She's she's a go-getter. She won't take no for an answer. She loves being creative. She has done a lot of different, I want to say, acting and influencing on different social media platforms. And the reason why I followed her was from Periscope. What I liked about her was she has such great energy. She has such a beautiful energy.
Okay, so what we asking for Bonnie was if she should be going in to this area. And we have the Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. Temperance is yes. The Wheel of Fortune is yes. And the Hermit, if I recall, is this one is a no. So you've got 2 out of 3 is a no, but your jumper, and so this is the one that jumped out while I was shuffling. The 3 I just told you were the ones I picked for you. But Spirit and whoever's around you, they threw this one out. And it's the Lover's card. And I don't know if you can, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off of it for you. But I mean,
oh, that's nice.
What better yes could you say? I mean, this one, it tells me that it marries your existing life well, that you've already laid the groundwork and the base so you will have connections and things that you can do something. Quite honestly, usually doing something like modeling and acting is very much like what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And more likely you're going to put a lot into it and not get a lot out. That's everybody that goes into the industry. But you've already done the groundwork. You've already laid the legwork. Like you already have connections. You already have connections in like media and entertainment and like maybe makeup artists and things like this. So like you already have the foundation. All you're doing is instead of like creating a ball over here that looks like this to present to everybody, is that you're taking all those things you have in your foundation and you're just combining them in a different ball to present a different product. I'm not calling you a product or anything. I'm not meaning any disrespect to you or anything. I'm sorry. But like basically you're just transferring your skills. And that's key in this world. Like, people really, they underestimate the value. Like, I'll give the example of my dad used to fix a Ford all the time. He always had Fords. So everybody thought, oh, Dad can only fix Fords. We brought home a Honda, and Dad fixed the Honda with a Ford manual. Okay, so, like, you basically have all the bits and pieces, all the gems, all the trinkets to create a new bracelet with. You can still wear that bracelet and make the new bracelet. Like it seems like everything is encompassing. So the people who are with you are screaming at you like, yes, like they love this. This is like, yeah, good, go. These are your
Mm-hmm.
people, like who you brought with you today. Okay. And then from what I pulled, like for me, that I channeled is 2 yeses and a no. So basically, to me, that tells you, like, yeah, you can do it. But, like, if you don't want to, then, like, don't. Like, it's basically kind of like you have every ability to do it. There's all the bits and pieces are here. Like, if you put the fire behind it, you put the, the things behind it, you're going to do great. But, like, you don't have to.
Hey,
And then,
Stacy.
I see. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't reading the comments.
Yeah, Bonnie is her brand. She is her own brand.
Bonnie, that's me. That's a me thing too. When I started my business, everybody was like, you have to have this and you need to specify and you need to be in an industry. And I'm like, but it's just not me. But it's just not me. Like, I am a Jill of all trades. I do all things. That's my magic, is that I do lots of little things good. I'm not amazing at any one thing. I'm just really good at lots of little, like, bits of stuff. And together that makes, like, an awesome thing. But, like, I don't do any one thing amazingly. I am like a creation of all my bits and pieces. So keep going with that. If people are talking to you in marketing about don't and like trying to get you to focus or like break it out into things and stuff, don't do it. Like, listen to your soul and your heart, okay? Because business is changing, and I'm gonna come to you with this with a lot of passion because I actually have an education in business, and I have like many years experience in all areas of business, from like inventory control, marketing, like sales, service, admin, like reception. Like, I've done pretty much all things. I did fire and safety. I used to do contracts for property management. I used to do landscaping and like all kinds of stuff. Okay. So like business is huge to me. Okay. And so I've taken lots of business courses and things like this. And I've even struggled with the people who are currently in the business. And I'm like, listen, the world is changing. And why are you still telling me what my like 1990s like business text was telling me? Business is ever changing and ever growing and is reflective of the universe and the people who are in it right now. So I live in a small community. I tried to make a big business and they looked at me like I had 9 heads. They had no idea how to organize and sort it. I had to go to the community over to a city, like a bigger city. So if you're trying to find like entrepreneurial supports and things in your own community and they're like, I don't know what you're trying to do. You need to focus. You need to fit this little mold. You got to do it like the old way. There's no other way to do it. I don't understand. Just keep looking. Go to the next town over. Get online. Talk to the other entrepreneurial centers around the world. Find a way. Call me. We'll find a way. We'll make a way. Good Lord. I mean, marketing is in the hands of the user now. Just like, you already have all the skills to do all of this. Just keep doing it. If people are telling you it has to be done a certain way, don't listen. I was going to show you my card because it basically like people like, this is your advertising. I'm like, yeah, because this is how I am. Call me. You got a problem? We're going to figure it out. And if I don't know, I'm going to find somebody who's going to do it for you. So like, yes.
Yeah, Bonnie says she doesn't like boxes. She doesn't like to be put into boxes, and she lives for adventure. So I like that. I like that a lot.
Then you're going to be prosperous in this life. Because I was told I'm 45 years old. And when I was a teenager in high school.
Get out of here. 45 years old.
As a teenager in high school, my, what do you call those? Like my counselor, my guidance counselor said that in the future, you will hold like 15 jobs and your skill set will need to be transferable. Meaning you will need to learn how to take what you already know in the world and apply it to another situation. Because you will not be at the same job for your whole life like your mom and dad was. You're not going to have 1 or 2 jobs your whole life like your mom and dad and your aunts and your uncles and your cousins did. You're going to have multiple different jobs and you're going to have to be always changing and doing whatever. So you got this, girl. Don't listen to the old fogies and doing whatever. When they tell you no, just say, I'll find a way. And if it's not you, it's someone else. Get on the train. It's moving. You got it. Or just call a crane and we'll take them on together. And
thank you, Bonnie, for being
Thank
here.
You for letting me read for you.
For letting Fran read for you. Yes. Thank you, Bonnie. It is such an honor to have you here. I mean, she's actually an influencer. She's kind of big here on Instagram. So
cool.
I'm touched. I'm honored. So thank you so much, Bonnie, and thank you so much, Grant, for that.
You're welcome, guys.
Appreciate
Thanks
that.
for listening. I don't
Hey,
mind.
listen. Hey, listen. You've only on 5 sips. I've already poured me another glass, but there's 2 other people who wants a reading. Are you up for that, Grant? She is now. Okay. I believe Nasia wanted one of them. Was one of them that wanted a reading of me, and then Trisha after that, right? Nasia,
Yes.
if you're here, if you'd like to come up on video, Nasia, I'll bring you up while you're doing your reading. That's okay. It's helping to make the video go along smoother if you're up on video.
And Bonnie, I am following you. I was already following you. Yay. I try to follow anybody who comes in and get to know people.
Yep.
Nacy, I'm gonna say you're wrong. I want to say Naisa, Nate, but I'm saying it totally wrong. Is she coming up? Are you gonna come up?
She hasn't said yes or no. Let's see. Thank you,
You
Bonnie.
too,
We'll see you later, Bonnie. Thank you.
Safe travels. And seriously, I really mean it. Like, I know you don't know me from a hill of beans, but we can chat anytime. I like encouraging people and helping.
All right.
And learning.
Fran, I invited Nasia.
Nasia. Oh my gosh, why can I not speak? I'm sorry. I take names seriously, even though I'm butchering it. I apologize.
That's quite all right.
I am.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. And you? How you doing?
Good, hon. Okay, are you drawn to like angels or fairies or earth magic or crystals?
Yeah.
To any of those? Yes.
All of the above.
I love you. That's
All
great.
about.
Sure, I'll take them all. Bring them on. Bring it on. I like it. Enthusiasm. That's great. Help me, though. I'm a Libra. I have a hard time making decisions. Help me narrow it down. Is there one you like better?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Fairies, crystals, earth magic, or angels?
All about. Oh, you want me to pick one?
Yeah. If you
Yes.
can. Can you pick 2?
Angel.
Sometimes it's hard.
Angel. I will say fairies. You said fairies, angels,
Earth magic.
Crystals.
crystals.
Okay. Fairies and crystals.
Angels and crystals.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My grandkids.
Let's do it. Let's
I'm
do
sorry.
it then. All
It's
right.
quite
Okay.
all right. You're okay.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good. We're going to start with the angel one, okay?
No problem.
Hi, littles. Are you being good for your mama? Or your grandma, auntie, or whoever you belong to? Little people.
I haven't seen them for a while, so
Love it. Love it.
thank you.
That's it.
It's
We like that energy.
nice seeing you too.
Go
Finally.
forth and be prospered. Have babies. That's what we're here for.
Thank you.
You have a really good smile, Nasia. I like your smile. You have a great smile.
Thank you.
She's like, oh no, now you're looking at it. We just put you on the spot. Okay, sweet love. Oh, there's a jump for good. I like it. Okay, message for Nasia. We're asking for a message from the angels to be honest, clear, and true. To help her resonate and move forward to have the life she loves, the life she dreams of, the life she deserves. Nice. Okay. And then I'm going to grab the fairies and I'll pull that one too. Oh my gosh, guys, I got like decks and cards all over the place here. It's so awesome. I just looked around and went, whoa. I was like, wait a second. Okay. And these are the fairy ones. These are the 2 actual decks that I very first started doing lives with. They're my very first cards that I got. Okay, so again, we're looking for a message to be honest, clear, and
I
true.
speak to her, but I never see her.
I know I'm always on the, just a little blurb. I'm trying to get on more again. I disappear for a while and then I come back, you know. It's going to happen again. I'm just saying. Just.
Thank you.
But I'm always here. Just send me an inbox, okay? Anytime. Really, really, honestly. Just holler at me
Thank you.
and I'll come.
I will. Thank you.
I just get busy with the life and the littles and stuff, you know. Okay, so from the fairies. Okay, nice. Okay, so I picked you 2 cards, one from the fairies and one from the angels. But when I was shuffling the angels, your angels sent you your own card. So this is a message from whoever spiritually is with you and around you. I don't claim this one because it jumped out of my hands. So that's like, I think of it as like your spirits and whoever, they're like behind me going, this one, that one. Okay, so that's from them. And then I grabbed 2 for you from me, okay?
No problem. Thank
So, of course, hon. And if for any reason I have to go or you guys have to go, I'll take your name and I'll send it to you after, guys. No problem. No problem.
you. Okay. No
Well, there's
problem.
always a way. We have the technology. We can make it happen.
Appreciate it.
I used to say that before all this technology, you know, like I'm a little bit old. So even before we had all this cool technology, I used to say that. But we were talking about like our hands and our feet and like our mind.
Right.
Okay. So from the angels, it's Indriel. You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth of all its inhabitants. Have you ever heard of an earth angel? Well, do some Googling. You might resonate. So that's from your people. Like that's your message from the people around you. Okay. And I will send you these. Okay, hon?
No problem.
You know, I'll try to do it tonight, but if not, I'll work on it over the day.
No
and
problem.
if not Monday,
Thank
I have
you.
no child, and for sure I can get it done. Just let you know. You know how that is. I'm sure. I have a feeling. Okay, so then from the angels, the other one I picked you is Isaiah. And I will send you the pics and stuff so you can look at them in more detail than this little tiny little box you got here. And it says, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Okay? And in the fairies, we got self-reliance. And look at that lady giving herself a hug, okay? I want you to do this. At night when you go to bed, you see the mirror, you're brushing your teeth, give yourself a hug, say, I love you, good night, you did a good job, see you tomorrow. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me, I know, trust me. I need to do it too. I'm listening as well as what I'm talking to you guys, okay? I really want you to know, like, I am listening. I am taking my own lessons and advice, I promise. We all need to hear this. We all need to remember. Okay, so let's do them angels first. We'll do your jumper first, like the one from your people, okay, from your spirits. Who you take with you, who's with you. So it's Indriel. It says, yes, you are a light worker. As such, you have always had a burning desire to make the world a better place. It's a deep calling that is beyond time and space. You are often called into service during ordinary circumstances, such as when you're shopping for groceries and someone needs your help. So have you ever been in the store and people just acting like you work there, like you just know everything that's going on? Yeah, me and my mom too. It's hilarious. It's like, what? I'm just shopping. I don't know. But I'll help you find it. Let's go find it, right? Yeah, I know you did that. I know you do that. That's hilarious. Okay. So right now, your life's mission is expanding so that you can reach even more people. This will require you to make some life changes that you will learn about through your inner guidance. You are deeply sensitive to others' emotions, and it is important for you to clear yourself regularly, especially after helping someone. You can call upon Archangel Michael. Your other guardian angels, or me, or God, or anybody, will help you clear your toxins. to clear you of toxins or cords that may have resulted from your helping efforts. Yes, this is another thing. We go around helping each other, and then we're like, what's this? What's this growth we've got on our back?
Dream. Right.
Yeah. So we were talking about this earlier too, about like doing some visualizations about transmuting energy. So I'm gonna make a note, and I'm gonna send you some things about how we were talking about earlier about transmuting energies, because we all need to practice and do that, right? So I'll send you some notes on that too.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. We need each other. Good Lord, girl, we can't do this alone. Anybody who's out there thinking you can do this alone, like, you're the one sinking the biggest. Come on now. We need each other. It's important. You don't start a business without help. You don't start, sports without help. We need each other. It's all good.
I appreciate you.
Okay. I am only here by the kindness of strangers. There's been times that, like, it's not the people I knew that saved my butt. It was somebody I did not know. So trust me, I understand. Okay, so you can call upon Archangel Michael, your other guardian angels, and me to clear the toxins or cords that you may have caught, brought on, attached to from other helping efforts. You are an earth angel, and we are happy to assist you in all ways. Just ask. This is another tip. Give your angels permission. You got to tell them that they're allowed to intervene on your behalf. There's been times where I've been like, listen, I obviously am telling you, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm messing it up. Can you just take care of this? Like, I fully grant you permission. Please help me over this freaking line. I can't do it. Okay? So yeah, definitely. Yeah. So ask for help. It's all good. That's fine. Do it, girl. Ask for that help.
Thank you.
Okay. So then the other one is Isaiah. And now it's very interesting because there's not a lot of I's in this book. There's 3 of them, and you got 2 of them. So that's interesting too. Okay, so Isaiah says it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. You are ripe with new possibilities, and you feel an urgency to push into new territory. Beloved one, your new and exciting life changes are inevitable. There is no turning back. Instead of playing it safe, you decided to move forward. That is why I'm with you right now, giving you the extra courage and comfort that you need. However, there is no need to rush. This is a time of incubation where nature can allow everything to grow in the innate rhythm. Be assured that your life change will hatch at just the right moment. In the meantime, know that God and the angels are watching over you. You are safe and very loved. Congratulations on the birth of this new period of your life.
Thank you.
So just like the babies, we want them out now, but we got to wait on their time.
Divine
When
time,
they say they're coming.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I got one last one for you. So hopefully I'll be quick. I'm sorry, everybody, and make y'all wait.
We got 2 more people after Nasia. Is that how you pronounce your name, Nasia?
Yes.
Did we say it right?
Yes.
You correct us if we're not. We got to practice.
Nasia, will you do me a favor? Will you make sure you follow Cran and myself?
Follow each other, yeah.
And then I can, okay. I don't think I follow you, so I'd like to follow you after our live here tonight, if that's okay.
No problem. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
That's the whole reason we're here. That's the whole point of this app.
Yeah.
Share, follow, share and follow, share and follow. Tell everybody. Scream
She's
to
always
the Lord.
Sharing information.
Yeah,
all
that's
the time.
right.
Cool.
We're not here to hide. Come on now, folks.
All the time.
Speak for yourself, Cran. Speak for yourself.
Yeah, Luca. We need to work on that, mister, over there.
I like being a hermit, but speak for yourself.
Okay, self-reliance. You are your own best friend, and you can provide for yourself emotionally and physically. Sometimes we feel frightened and want to get reassurance from another person that everything's going to be all right. By drawing this card, you are reassured that everything you need is provided to you. You can rely on yourself and your own spiritual gifts to manifest all that you need in your life. Although your manifestations are the energy of spirit that often funnels through other people, it's still originates with your own thoughts. This card also counsels you to filter out negativity that may sway you from listening to your own inner voice. Don't let naysayers talk you out of fulfilling your dreams. You are as qualified and deserving of achievement as any other person. With focused intention and divinely guided action, your dreams are becoming reality right now. The affirmation is, I am tuned into my inner source of direction. I confidently rely upon this inner source to guide me perfectly. I'll send this to you too, hon, so you don't have to try and memorize it right now, okay? Just feel it. Nope, no pressure. It's not a test. I am
Nah, I already been felt it.
Yeah, okay, good. I am tuned into my inner source of direction. I confidently rely upon this inner source to guide me perfectly. I am tuned into my inner source of direction. I confidently apparently I'm not confidently relying on this, so I need to say it again, right? Right.
Got
Okay.
it.
I am tuned into my inner source of direction. I confidently rely upon this inner source to guide me perfectly. We'll make sure you send that to you, though. I'll make sure I send all that to you.
Thank
Okay, let me
you. I
take.
appreciate it.
I'm glad it resonated.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you know how to find me.
I've been feeling like that, for a while. So
this
it's
is saying
just
to
like
get on it then, girl.
being reassured,
Do it. I'm here anytime you need reassuring. I'll
Nasia,
tell you
can
when
I
you're
always
not
there.
ask you a
here.
question, Nasia? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Tell me if this makes sense. There's an energy of a gentleman around you.
Like adult or
Yeah.
like grandfather?
It makes
It is
sense.
a gentleman. He seems to be a little bit older.
Maybe.
I believe so.
You're too
I was seeing a name, and I don't know. It's not something that I'm confident about, but I was seeing a name starting with the letter P.
Hmm?
No, I'm not really confident about that, but I kept hearing one name coming up all the time, and I'm not sure if it's this gentleman, but the name I did hear was Patrick. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but there is an energy of a gentleman, an older gentleman that's around you a lot.
So somebody that's passed?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Patrick.
Think about it. You can message me later. Think about it. As soon as you came on video, I could sense that about this gentleman. And as I asked his name, I got the name Patrick, but I'm not too confident about that. I don't think that's his name.
Because I believe it's a gentleman, but I don't think it's Patrick.
Message me later
But
then,
I'll think
okay?
about it. Yeah.
All right. You message me later if you can.
I'm like,
Thank
that's
you.
not my area of specialty, so I don't. I'm not good with that stuff.
Yeah. But thank you so much.
Of course, and you message me anytime. Anytime.
Thank you, Nasia. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for allowing us to read for you tonight. Appreciate that. Thank you.
The littles want you back now. You've been gone too long. They're like,
We give you back to them.
It's getting late.
I'm sure.
Okay, have a good night.
Take care,
You too
love.
as well. Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right, Miss Cran, you have two more people on the list from what I can see. Trisha Reddit is the first one, and the second one is Zen Lotus Gems, which is Pua. So Reddit, Trisha, if you're here and you'd like to come up to video, please let me know, and I will bring you up to our video. How are you feeling, Cran?
I'm good. What time is it?
Thirsty?
I'm usually up to
Thirsty?
like 3 in the morning.
It's not 3 yet. Put it that way.
No, it's only 1.
All right. She said she's ready. Trish, I'm
Okay.
going to add you to video then, okay?
Uh-oh. There's a wiener out of bed. Hold on 1 second. Oh my God.
Uh-oh. It says I can't bring Trisha up until she updates her Instagram. So we're going to
Yeah,
have to do
that's okay.
Trisha on video.
And Trisha, I'm going to look up. You need to tell me what kind of phone you got, and I'm going to try and help you get your update done. It's been too long, girl. It's been too long. I'll try my best to help you with it. Okay, Trish? Don't worry. Do not fret. Will you take a moment, though, Trish? Can you tell me, do you want angels, fairies, crystals,
Earth Magic.
or earth magic, okay? Or if you have a yes or no question, we can do yes or no. You're welcome, sweetheart. We'll see you again. iPhone 8, okay. Miss Redette, I will not be able to help you with it tonight, but I will put it on the list this week to try and get a hold of you or send you some information that you can work through the phone for you, okay? Angels and fairies. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, wait 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Did you hear the twinkle, twinkle bells?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. The wiener's here. I'm sorry. He got out of bed. It's okay. Don't worry about your phone. We're going to help you with it, honey. We're sorry for you because, you've been struggling with it. We want to help you with it, okay? But just give me 1 second. I'm sorry, the dog. I better take care of that or I'll have a
Go ahead.
nasty mess.
Okay,
Yeah, you'll have a nasty mess.
while you're doing that, I'll do a little talk here.
Okay, I'm like,
again,
intermission. I'm sorry. I got to run.
if you're just joining us for the replay viewers, we are here tonight with Cran. On Instagram, Cran Mercantile, we've had about almost 3 hours now of readings with her. She's part of our community. We've had, I want to say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 readings tonight. Trisha, you are our 6th reading for tonight, and I'm glad you're here. You have been missed, just in case you didn't know that. If you're not following my partner, Jade Tiger, or Grizz, she is my partner. So I ask, besides following me while you're here, if you would follow her as well, it would mean the world to me. I would like for her to be able to reach out to some of the new followers and invite them to our communities, invite them to our lives when we go live. She does all of our postings for when we go live every week. I understand that, Trisha. No worries. I'm just glad you're here today. But our YouTube channel is the only elephant in the room. Thank you, Neja. The only elephant in the room on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go subscribe. I'm not using YouTube for monetary purposes. It is only where we keep our replays. And you see that I do not do much editing to our videos when we upload it. It is basically raw and organic. I like the feeling until I decide that maybe we need to go a different route. I understand that, Trisha. I understand that. No worries. No worries. I understand that. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please go subscribe to our channel. I would appreciate that very, 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 very much. So, with that being said, Trisha, we are waiting for Cran for your reading. And then Pua, thank you everybody for being patient. Neja, thank you for the follow. Neja, if you would follow my partner as well, at Jade Tiger, Jade_Tiger. That is my partner, Grizz. She can inform you anything coming up. When we go live, she usually sends out a notification to everybody. And with that, welcome back, Cran.
Sorry. I'm like, if I leave him, he might have a potty accident.
No apologies needed. Is
He's
the
a little old
dog
man with a
okay?
tiny little bladder.
Ah, okay. No worries. It's all good.
Okay, so we got Redette, Fish, and we're doing Angels. I'm going to do Angels of Atlantis this time and do a different deck for Angels. This one's kind of cool. Angels of Atlantis.
Oh, that was nice.
Mm-hmm. They are. Okay, looking for a message for Trish. We ask that it be honest, clear, and true. We ask it be something that she understands and resonates to help empower and move her life forward, to have the life she loves, the life she dreams of, the life she deserves. Again, we ask that it be honest, clear, and true. What message do we have for Trish today? Metatron, divine intelligence. This one's pretty nice.
Mm.
And then fairies, I believe she said, correct? Fairies. Okay. So then for the fairies, we're looking for a message for Trish. We ask that it be honest, clear, and true. A message that she resonates to help empower and move her life forward. To have the life she loves, the life she dreams of, and the life she deserves. Again, we're looking for an honest, clear message for Redette today. These are some good ones. So we got laughter from the fairies. They're good for that. They're good for reminding us to have fun and to, I always think of like make nice noises. I don't know why, but ever since I was a little kid, it was like, fairies like nice noises. They don't like screaming and anger and aggression. They like it when you're singing and happy, or if you're squealing for joy, or like that kind of thing. Like fairies don't like loud, nasty rah, right? So I always think of like fairies like nice words, nice laughter and things, and like happy stuff, right? Okay, so that's the one that is the laughter. It's just really pretty. But like I said, I'll send those to you, hon. Okay, so Angels of Atlantis for Metatron. Divine Intelligence. So right now the veil's getting a lot thinner, and the universe is trying to talk to us more. But we're not used to necessarily the voice that the Earth is using. So please try to be open to the message, like the universe, like the intelligence of the universe is accessible to you too. Not just like sometimes we're like, oh, those are smart people, or oh, I only went to college, I didn't go to university or whatever. But it doesn't work like that. Like universal intelligence, like it's literally divine intelligence, like it's universal. It's like it's available to all of us, and it's our right to all of us to have access to it. So even if we don't grasp it right away, ask a friend. The information is valuable and important for you too. But I just wanted to say that for everybody. Okay, so Metatron. Let's get Metatron out here.
And it's not just any type of intelligence. It's specific where it says it's divine intelligence. That's different. That's specific.
And yet, and yet it's everything. Because, like,
Yeah.
divinity is everything that exists here on the earth. So, like, no matter what intelligence we're talking about, it's literally divine intelligence. It's just, I find that we put it up on this pedestal like it's unattainable, or like we need to do something to achieve it. But I want you to know that, like, divine intelligence, it's available to every single one of us. You're divine. I'm divine. And this is where, like, our 3D constructs of, like, what is smart, what is intelligent, what is, you know, we think of, like, oh, you know, unless you get paid all this money, like, you're probably not that smart. Or if you don't do all this school, you're probably not that smart. Or if you don't read books, you're probably, like, not that smart. Or if you did this, you're probably not that smart. It's all BS, especially when it comes to universal intelligence, right?
Yep.
Because universal
Yep. I
intelligence
believe
should
that.
be available to every single one of us. Okay, it is like our, it's like our birthright, and we've been tricked and fooled into it's not, but it is. It's there, and it's available for every single one of us. We might just have to ask a friend. What's that show where it's like, okay, I got the message, universe, but I gotta call a friend.
Yeah.
So I need some clarity. They got the better dictionary right now. I'm figuring this out. So I got no interest in life. Listen, Redette, you do. You would not feel lonely if you didn't. Okay? You wouldn't feel lack if you weren't looking for something or desiring of something. I'm sorry, honey. We're living in a world of duality. As above, so below. It's all here and it's all available. I know you've been going through it, girl. I know you've been going through it.
Yep.
There is ways out, and there is information to be held. So sometimes we got to find a different glass, like a different looking glass or a different magnifying glass. Like, you know, I got this little low one, and it kind of makes me magnetize things, but doesn't really help me out with the big stuff. So we have to get a new magnifier is all. So don't give up. This is not forever. Okay? Okay, so Metatron, divine intelligence. It says Metatron, as a conduit of the divine, is speaking to you through your thoughts and feelings. Are you journaling? Maybe you should start writing. This card asks you to notice and to follow your instinct and inspiration. By drawing this oracle, you are bestowed with the powerful presence of this teacher angel, because you are a wonderful human being who can receive the frequency of this call. I'm going to repeat that. By drawing this oracle, you are bestowed with the powerful presence of this teacher angel, because you are a wonderful human being who can receive the frequencies of this call. Regardless of whether you believe it or not, you can and you are. All genius arrives from the source. From school or test. Anyways. In this moment, you're receiving holy manna, because your soul is a temple for the divine. Therefore, you may dispense the glory of the divine through each of your creations. Please rest in silence as you receive Metatron's teachings. So sometimes we are put in a position where we can't be very active, we can't be really social, we can't go out and do all the things we want to do, because we need to sit still and listen. So it sounds like you're sitting still, but you're not listening. Hi, Tinkerbell. We need to do more listening, I think, Redette. I think you need to start writing. Will you please start writing for me? Like, when you're getting sad or you're upset or you're feeling alone, I need you to write. You can burn it in a garbage can. You can tear it up and throw it away. If you're worried about anything, people finding it or people knowing or people finding out, okay? But I really want you to try to start pulling some of this out of you. Okay? And if I'm a safe place, if you want my feedback, you want to share with me, or you don't want to share with me, or you want to talk about the stuff that comes up, you call me, okay? So, yes.
Trish, I'm going to encourage you while Cran is offering. If there's one person I believe that will help you through some of the toughest emotions and toughest times, this lady on the screen with me right there, Cran, is the person to do it. She has helped some people in our community through
Hope so.
the roughest of times. including
So,
myself,
aw,
without even knowing it.
I usually don't know, guys. Air sign.
But
I'm not a complete
but if
mod,
there's
but
one person that you can trust without any prejudice or discrimination or any judgment, this lady on the screen with me right here, who is a part of our community, Cran at Cran Mercantile on Instagram, is the lady to talk to. So Trisha,
I do warn you
I
though.
am going to encourage you to contact her, to message her,
Yeah.
and be specific with Cran. Be to the point with
Or
Cran.
I could run
Don't
on
dilly
for
dally.
days.
Yeah, she doesn't like that, but she's. I'm encouraging you, Trisha, because I know a little bit about your situation from what I found out before when you were in our lives, that you have been going through a storm.
Yeah,
A
Reddit
storm.
Night
So
Talk. We talk lots. I'm here for her whenever she
okay,
wants. If she
good,
wants.
very
But
very
I know
good.
sometimes we don't feel like reaching out and we feel like we're going to be a burden and we feel too low, like we're going to transfer that energy and stuff. Don't worry about that. That's how the devil binds you to yourself and lie alone. Okay,
Yeah,
but sometimes God does put us alone though, guys. I really need you to understand. If you're desiring to go out into the world and stuff is keeping you in, there's work for you to do. And
yeah,
it's not bad work. It's good work. It's saying
yeah,
like, no, we need you. We need you on the battlefield, which means you need to be in training and you need to be prepped and ready because we got to get you
yeah.
ready for the battlefield. And
I agree.
battlefield doesn't necessarily mean bad stuff. Like usually once you get on the battlefield, you're prepared to face the things that are coming. Um,
Totally agree.
but we also have the free will to stay stuck. And I'm going to tell everybody and warn everybody that, like, I'm not going to ever sugarcoat anything to you. And I'm not ever going to try and say it nicely to you so that it doesn't hurt. Unfortunately, sometimes that hurt is what the motivation is to move,
Mm-hmm.
to change,
Yeah,
to not continue to allow it. And the longer we
yeah,
hold on to things we're not supposed to, the more it pokes us, more it
yeah.
hurts.
Yep,
But
exactly. And I agree with you with that because after my divorce, I held on to that anger, I held on to that hurt for many, 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 many years, and the only person keeping me there was me. And only after I let that shit go and said, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this feeling. I'm done with feeling like I'm not capable. I'm done with feeling like I don't have any feelings. I'm done with putting myself in this mode where I burnt bridges with people. I hurt people. I've just really wasn't the best version of me. I was done with that. And it took me 7 years to get out of that crap.
so, Trisha, I'm going to start with work on your words. I think you need to do some writing. Okay, you need to do some writing because when we put it out on a paper, it becomes visual. It's not a file
Mm-hmm.
in the back of our storage. It's outside of us. And now it's not a part of us. And when it's no longer a part of us, we can be more logical with it and be like, I would never tell my best friend that is okay to say to them. And I would never let my best friend say that to me. Why am I saying that to me?
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to pull those words out of your brain because when I hear you talk, a lot of it is casting your own demise.
Yep.
So you have
And
to
that is
remember.
biblical. That is biblical. They say that the words that you speak from your mouth, that you utter from your mouth, and even if it's not biblical, it's you put it out in the universe. When you put that shit out in the universe, you're calling for it. You're asking for it.
What do you see in the movies when witches want to cast a spell? They don't just write it on a little letter and send
Right?
it to the people.
Right?
They say it. They say it over. They say it over. They say it over. They say it over. And that intention
The
can be used
power of
for good or
words.
bad,
Yep.
right? Spells.
The power of words.
Okay,
I
but
agree.
Trish, every time you type, every time you speak, you are casting a spell.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, truly, I think you will find your biggest movement in your life if you change your vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say this out of judgment, because I'm telling you, I had a friggin' total breakdown today, and I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like my kid. I don't like me. I don't like life. I don't want anything. I want nothing. I want out. Okay? Of course I don't want out. That was me having a human moment of like, I am overwhelmed. Okay? That doesn't mean I literally want to go. Of course I can literally go if I want to at any time. I mean, we're all free spirits. But I didn't want that to happen. But if I keep saying that, I'm going to have negative things come into my life. If I keep saying that and my daughter overhears me, that's bringing negative things into her life and her future. Spells, every single word. I am very negative when I'm down. You just cast a spell. Even if you don't believe it, what you should have said was, I can do anything I'm faced with. It should be, I can lift myself back up when I'm down. Okay, so Redette, this is seriously what I really need you to focus on. People sometimes in the world go, oh, you're making excuses, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, it's not a problem that you're explaining what you're feeling, but the sentiment of that is that you're bringing yourself down by focusing and repeating it out. So even if it's true, saying it makes it happen more. Okay? So Redette, everybody in the world is negative when they're down. Don't say it. Don't say it. And don't say it on repeat. And don't tell like 7 people.
Yeah.
So see, sometimes when we get into these modes and we're depressed and we're down, okay, we need talk therapy. It does help. It does help. We need to get it off our chest. We need to hear it out loud. We need somebody else to maybe reflect, hey, that's great or it's not. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But when we get on repeat, it just keeps coming.
Exactly.
And I've done it.
Exactly.
I do it. I do it. I've done it. I'm not perfect. Okay, please know this is
Yep,
part of
I've
our
done
human
it.
experience. But we got to work on it. If you say it's hard, then it is. Right there, that sentence, Trish, you just did yourself in. Every time you type this, every time you say this, you are putting yourself a notch lower. You are not helping yourself by saying it's hard over and over. Now, I call it fake it till you make it, okay? And people can tear that apart all they want. But the idea is that you're going to say the words that you dream of, okay? The words that you use are going to be the life you dream of, the life you want. They're not going to be the words of the life you have now. Now, of course, you have to talk about the life you have now. You have to speak in a present tense sometimes, okay? Like if you go to your therapist or you get on a therapist phone call, yes, you should be talking about these things and saying these things out loud to her, okay? But when you come in here to these chats, if I were to take a chat of like you and like maybe over like 2 weeks of conversations, I'll show you the repetition in your words. And I'll show you why it's still hard and why it still hurts and why you still feel low. Because you keep calling it. I love you. And I'm not being a jerk. Can't get
So
help.
let's do this.
Redette,
I
you
don't
are
want
the
to.
help. Hello. You're the
I
help.
don't want to diminish. I don't want to diminish the reading in any way,
Call
shape,
it.
or form.
Oh, go ahead.
Obviously, this is something that we probably need to discuss outside of
Oh no, we have to have a
this
whole
live stream
actual
as
like
well.
thing on it. We need to have like an
No, I
actual
agree.
call
And for me,
for
Trish,
everybody.
I want you to remember one thing. You are part of our community. And the other
Yeah.
part is the card that you were pulled tonight was divine intelligence. You have access to that divine intelligence.
Yeah.
And when you speak these words that are not in the most positive way, especially about yourself, it brings you to that point where you are pushing away this divine intelligence. You have
Of your own.
access to that, of your own.
That's
You have
why you're
access to that.
alone. Why you don't have a therapist and such. You need to find your own power.
Yep.
that you have it in.
And I'll tell you this much. Trisha is very gifted. Trisha is also a tarot reader in her own right. And I know this last year she has gone through a lot with the illness that was going and affecting the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, it took not just her physical side down, but it took the mental side of her down as well. And it's difficult for her because she thinks she's alone, but really, Trisha, you're not.
No
You have people like
one ever is.
Fran. You have people like Fran. You have people like myself. You have people like Grizz, like Stacy, like Annie G, Annie
What
T, Elise.
about just the
People in
divine
our
intelligence?
community.
The divine intelligence, the card you got tonight. It
We are
is going through
here
every
for
single
you,
one of us.
Trisha.
It unites us.
So, with that being said, I know we have 2 other people. So, Trisha, please know we love you, Trisha. Please reach out to Cran later on, either tomorrow or something, and see how Cran can help you out with words. I can tell you, she's talking about journaling. I have been journaling now for 3 years.
Yeah.
Every single day
do you ever go back and look at it?
I do.
Yeah, it's a good tool. It's a good learning tool.
It is a great tool. I have almost 15 composition books filled with journals of the last 3 years. And I love reading the hard days. I love reading the days of success. I love reading the days when I just didn't know what the fuck was going on. But it was just amazing to see how far I've evolved from this past me. This me that I didn't really love so much. This me that just needed to go away, but I kept it by my own accord. I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. So, Trisha, if there's anything you take away from tonight, please know journaling is a very good tool for you to put down your intentions, to put down your emotions, to put down everything in your thought in your head that you believe needs to be addressed. Exactly. It is a great place to put all this crap in and let it go. Get it out of your life. You don't need it anymore. And 2 years from now, you're going to look back and say, damn, look at my journals. Look how far I came. I can't believe I used to talk like this. I can't believe I used to say these words. I have divine intelligence. I'm a divine feminine. I'm a divine masculine. I have the energy of light workers. I have the energy of people in this world where I want to show my love and I want to get help and I want to be guidance for others. Remember that, Trisha. Okay?
And even when you feel lost, you can still help others.
Exactly.
Don't feed into that whole, hurt people can't love people and crap. Yes, hurt people, but guess what? Happy, fulfilled people hurt people too, because there's some real jerks out there. So, let's not work on those parameters.
Trisha, we love you, Trisha. Okay? Trisha, we love you. Pua, you're up next. Cran?
Yeah.
I have Pua and Tinkerbell.
Okay. So
you tell me what you want to do.
We've got angels, fairies. I just need to know what they want.
Okay, Pua, you ready to come up? Can I call you up, Pua? Let's see if she'll... Oh, maybe you just have one. I'm not sure.
That's okay. I'll pull her one and send it to her thing.
Okay, there she is. Hey, Pua.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Okay, it's Pua.
Cool.
Yeah.
Am I saying it nice? I'm sorry. I don't have a name. I'm a Canadian.
You're saying it perfectly.
Okay.
She's Canadian. You know what that's about.
Yeah,
I do.
I'll practice.
They all have boats up there, even though they don't have water around them. But the Canadians have boats. They have all a boat. I've got a boat. Anyway,
I don't have a boat.
That was dumb.
We sound funny, I'm sure. Okay, so although I feel
Sorry,
like I sound like you guys, I don't know.
All my Canadian friends are going to unfollow me now. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, no. We get it.
All right.
We've lived here
I'll
all
leave it
our
up to you.
lives. Okay, but are you drawn to fairies, angels, crystal? Well, crystals, obviously. I mean, you do crystals, but I mean, maybe you're bored of hearing about crystals.
I am drawn to what was your fairies?
Yeah. Fairies, angels. I've got romance decks. We've got Earth Magic.
Earth.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
The real Nella says, "Hey, mama." That can't be me.
That's my.
That's
Hey,
got to be one
daughter.
of you.
That's my
Oh,
daughter.
Oh, it's like real
hey,
mama,
daughter.
not just like a hey, you're
Hey,
hot mama.
daughter. Okay, got it.
Hi, honey.
Got it. Should
No,
have
You're
we're
really,
figured
really.
that
really
out,
sorry,
right,
guys.
Paul?
Huh?
We are
Nella is not a
online.
Canadian name. I should have
No, her
figured
name
that
is
shit out.
Anella. But,
Anella.
you know,
Anella.
she
Right.
just, you know how kids nowadays, yeah, they like cut their name short.
Sorry, Nella. Don't mind us adults, us old adults over here. Go ahead, Fred. I'm sorry.
Okay, don't worry. Air sign, we just flow. That's the
Oh,
cards. They're a nice deck.
there's a bug.
They've got like the roots, the above and the, like sometimes when I turn them, it's like it can still be like the same, like you know what I mean, like the same pictures. I like that. Okay, so we're looking for an Earth Magic message for Pua. We ask that it be honest, clear, and true. We ask it to be something that she resonates to. Ooh, fallen already. Okay, we're going to ask that it be honest, clear, and true. Something that she understands and resonates to help empower and move her life forward. To have the life she loves, the life she dreams of, and the life she deserves. Again, we're asking for the Earth Magic deck message or an answer to a question she holds in her heart. We're asking for a message today for Pua. You got 2 jumpers, so I'm just going to pick you one. We're going to keep you here for 100 years. I'm a talker. I'm warning you guys. I'm so sorry. Like,
I'm
it's just...
Portuguese. We are the same.
Yes, I mean, like a novelist.
Yeah.
Not my fault. Sometimes it's channeling, like sometimes it just goes off and I'm like, wow, I don't know where it's coming from. It's not on me. So don't think it's all mine. It's not all mine. Okay, so we got 2 jumpers. So the way I say of that is that like whoever, whatever energy you were with or you came with, they're using this opportunity to send you a message through me. So I don't claim these ones are I've pulled this message for you. Okay, you brought this one and I just facilitated.
Okay.
So we've got eagle and communication, and I can send you the pictures so you can look at them better than on this little square.
Okay.
And then rainbow and blessings.
Oh,
okay. So those are your spirits those are your messages from them. And then I pulled clouds and shape-shifting.
Oh.
So that tells me that possibly there's something that feels tumultuous, like that feels unsteady or might feel anxiety ridden, but is truly, truly shifting like where you want to go. So like sometimes we say, I want to go here. And then the little universe says, whoo, poop. And you're like, whoa, I didn't know that's how I was getting here. Right? So I'm feeling like it might be something a little bit like that. Where it could in the 3D kind of look like it's not going to be great or it's scary that it could go bad ways. But the shape shifting, like that tells me that you're being put into alignment. Like, and it's obviously that's not always comfortable. I'm sure that when we get an alignment done on our car, it goes, ow, you know, because we're like pushing it and shoving it back around. Or when you go to the chiropractor or whatever, you know, they do an adjustment, you know, sounds horrible, but then the person goes, I hear them go, you hear their bone break and then their body go, right? So maybe it's not so bad. So let's see what the book is saying. I'm going to start with your messages from your spirits because I feel like they're most important. I don't know why. I'm not trying to downplay myself or anything like that. I just have a great honor for the universal energy we all benefit from. Okay, Eagle. It says, whenever you experience a heartfelt communication with some physical expression of life, like plant, animal, human, or anything else, it is only then that you can truly feel how your life force is similar to the life force that is all around you. It is only a matter of the differences in form. And essence is articulated into the physical world in a multitude of ways that is the same in everything and everyone. although it manifests in various shapes and characteristics. This essence is spirits emanating from the core of all things. We've talked about that a lot different ways tonight. Communication with nature is essential for you now. Take some time to do an eye-open meditation with any nearby animal or plant. Ooh, that's interesting. Eye-opened meditation with plants or animals around you. I like that. I'm sure you've got a neat place to go where you've got some animals and pretty.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, so it sounds like you need to like take a tea or some crystals or whatever your thing is and go, chill pill in it with a nice cozy blankie or something. I don't know. Even if it's cold, I'm being called to tell you to go try and do this, maybe from your car with your binoculars, because it's just saying to look at it. Right? You don't got to go roll around in a coldness, but you're in Hawaii. You got no cold. Do you get cold there?
We do.
I guess with the rain.
We got a lot of wind right now.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, right. Yep. Nope. Wind is nasty wind. Can be really bad. Can be worse than snow sometimes. I'm going to tell you that. Because snow can be insulating. Snow holds like heat sometimes and warmth like a blankie. Okay. Communication in nature, yes, right now. Take some time to do an open-eyed meditation with any nearby animal or plant. You got an animal you can stare down? I feel like that. I don't know why. I just keep getting this like animal? You and an animal just like staring it out and sharing thoughts of the universe. I don't know why, but your dog or something. I don't know. Maybe you'll see a deer or something and you'll catch eyes or something. But anyways, relax your body as much as possible. Breathe consciously and keep your attention on the life form you are communicating with. After a few minutes, you will notice a sense of the boundaries dissolving, a melting of the I and you. You may even receive messages or impressions as you find yourself in the flow of unspoken communication. Ooh, that's really cool. I kind of want to try it now. Thanks for the inspiration, Buat. I'm like, I'm going to try this now. Yeah, thanks for coming. I'm like, wow. I'm like so motivated to go and do this now. I'm like, this is a thing? I'm like, I didn't even know this is a thing. Like, I just like staring at animals, but this is a thing? Okay, I'm going to do it too.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm like, I'm so excited. So, okay, so that was from, oh goodness, see, that's from your spirit. So see, they were talking to me too. They're telling me I better be listening. Okay, so the other one they sent you is the rainbow, which is blessings.
That first card was ego and communication?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, communion. And I did say
communion.
But
you said,
the communication is communion, because what you're doing is they told you to go sit with the animals and the plant and commune. But you're right, because you're still communicating though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, okay. the layers that they send us through, my goodness. Okay.
It's okay. I'm taking notes too as well, Cran.
Yeah, no, that's good. I appreciate you, because I feel like I've missed something. And I want to send everybody out like a picture of their cards and things so they can look at it and sit with it in their own. I like doing that. I don't know why. The artwork might call to you on a different day or whatever. You might review the message and it might help you feel more motivated again, your own tool or whatever. Okay. Especially since like these ones are from someone else, I feel like I should be carrying. No. Okay. So for the rainbow blessings, it says the storm has passed and it is time to enjoy the refreshing beauty of this cycle. Even though it has been difficult to appreciate any sense of purposefulness is in what you have endured lately. So even though it seems like there was no reason I needed to do this was just all extra, there's lots there. You can now, as they say, count your blessings. Do not just look at the brighter side, adhering to some academic mantra that has no heart or depth, but do so slowly and with genuine gratitude that is expressed up close and personal. Look at the brighter side. So I think like if you're going to be going into the nature and like staring into the plants or the animals, I'd say that's a pretty good way to do that, wouldn't you? I mean, that's pretty
day.
motivating. That's a good way to look on the bright side. Okay, so yeah. So, but do so slowly and with genuine gratitude that is expressed up close and personal. This ever-evolving process of life itself is a blessing, an opportunity to exist as a human being on Earth, which is actually truly a miracle. The planet is a beautiful garden, even if it does not always appear to be so. Sometimes it is only when you look back at a memory of an experience that you can truly see the blessings that have come from them, right? When you're in it, you're like, bleh. 10 years later, you're like, oh, thank goodness that happened and I got here, right? Like, it's totally different perspectives sometimes, right? Okay. So it says the planet is a beautiful garden, even if it does not always appear to be. Sometimes it is only when you look back at a memory of an experience that you can truly see the blessings that have come from them. Bless your difficult or painful experiences and let them go on the wings of the bird, and they'll fly away. Maybe that's the animal you'll run into when you go and commune with nature. Interesting. I'm curious to know, though, if anything like that comes up, let me know.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because that's fun. I like it when they get all layery in their symbols and stuff. And then later you're like, oh, okay, Brian. I hear you. I see you. Okay, so now the card I picked for you is the clouds and the shape-shifting. Which probably means that, like, you got more sides than you know. And you can do more than you think you can, probably. Facets, all those facets of life. What was that? There used to be in the 80s, like, these people who used to, like, dress up with, like, different things so that they'd be like, I'm this person, or I'm this person, and they do, like, a little dance and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I just thought of that.
Girl,
But it's
boy
like,
kind of thing.
right, like, we have multifacets, like, you can be all sorts of things, right?
I'm too young to know those people. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't think so.
You're lying.
You might have your head in the sand or sitting at the beach too long. I don't think so.
It's the sun. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm like, wait, didn't you just get all like shocked that I said I was 45 earlier? Okay. In both subtle and more dramatic ways, you can shape-shift by your choice of clothing, hairstyle, adornments, and even mannerisms, such as facial expressions, gestures, and the way you walk. By adjusting these along with your internal attitude, you can actually display different personas. When you experiment with these variations of self-expression, that was not the right page. They are sticking together and holding hands. I'm sorry. Okay, so when you experiment with these variations of self-expression that are not how you ordinarily present yourself, others will react to you, depending on the degree in which your persona contrasts with the one they are most familiar with. Be like the clouds as you try out different forms, stretching your limits at times, willing to move and adjust as necessary. Lift your head up, square your shoulders, and stand tall, such that your chest and heart open to the world. And note how this feels. You may feel vulnerable at first, but stay with it. Then let your shoulders fall forward slightly. Pull your chest inward an inch or two and let your head drop a little. Observe how this feels. Ooh, I have like totally just told to do something. Okay, I better do that. Ooh, okay. Sorry. Okay. It says experiment with it and expand it as far as you comfortably can. By this kind of shape-shifting, you can continuously choose your expression into the world. Just remember who you are at the core. Ooh, I like that. Okay.
I like that too.
I don't mean to run away and abandon you, but I've been called to find one thing. And, okay, I'm making a note. Mona Lisa Schultz. Mona Lisa Schultz. Okay. There's a deck that I have, and it's basically like to help people actually do that. That whole like last thing about how be this kind of shape-shifting, constantly choose your expression into the world. You can change your persona, your hair, your drills, your way you walk, the way you tuck in things, and see how it feels. Or about how they were saying about how if you contract out like this and you open up your chakra, like your heart chakra, to the world, take that and count to 10 and see how it feels. But then like fall and be depressed and like this and like take a deep breath and see how it feels. Because yes, we've spent lots of times in our lives as one of those emotions or another, right? But we don't quite generally do them like immediately when we're calm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These things are like more like reactions in the world as we're going through life. But when we consciously take a moment to feel that feeling and then to feel that other opposite feeling, it can, there's a lot of information there. Not just physically, but like emotionally and stuff too, because it wires our brain. So like think of it as like tuning, like fine tuning your instrument. So if we're working with these energies, right, in our own feeling, in our own body, then when we go out into the world, we better identify like, oh no, that's your energy, honey. like no, I didn't walk in here with that. You're not gonna, manipulate me or put me down or guilt me or like confuse me or throw me off my track or like, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
By your accusations. Because like, honey, I came in here with that, and when I stood by you, it switched. And I've been doing my work, and I know what it feels like. I know what I feel like when I feel low. I know what I feel like when I feel strong and big and as a warrior. And so if I came in here just feeling like Joe, and you came in here and I went, ugh. Like, I can identify then that this is my body reactioning to an outside source. And it's just like, the more that breaks down, then I think that translates into like emotional maturity, conflict resolution, stress management, time management, lots of businessy things, because you won't feel guilty because you're like, no, I signed this, I did this and this and this to prevent that, or I did this and this and whatever. These are these other people's things, like, or that's a you problem, not a me problem. But like, I can help, but like, that's a you responsibility, not a me, like those sorts of things. But it's a really cool. Okay, so basically the idea is it's using your arms, the length of your arms. So basically when you think of something that makes you happy, your arms get longer or something. And if you think of something that makes you unhappy, your arms get shorter, or your hands don't line up, or I'm sorry, I'm going off my memory right now. I'll find the deck and I'll inbox you about it. But it's a really good tool. It's a really neat thing. And I tend to really enjoy things that help me take the physical, something I can do in the physical. I can smack this on my hand. But that helps me come into my brain. Like when I can do certain things, when I find things in the 3D that really help me connect my brain to my life, I feel like those are really important things. I don't know why. But anyways, they've helped me, and hopefully they'll help you in some way. But I'll find out what that deck is that I've been called to find. It's no, it's not Mona's Leisure Shop. It's green. It comes with a medallion too. So it's like the idea of that there's a talisman, and you feed it your energy, and then you carry it through the day, and it helps you like discern between this is helping me and this is not helping me. So like a lot of people, through surviving the world, some of our sensors have been shut off, and then we come to a point in life where we're not in those traumas anymore, and we're doing well and we're thriving, but our sensors are off.
Oh yeah.
So then we keep having these funny hurdles, and we're like, dude, why does this keep coming? Like, I thought I was beyond this. But you are beyond this. But like, your machine has that trigger that you need to flip the switch again, right? So when we do these kinds of exercises, it helps us put those triggers back on, so that we go, oh no, that's you being upset. That's not me upset. Like, I'm cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like differentiating those things again. Because sometimes in trauma, we shut off those things. Or sometimes just to survive, like if we're just overwhelmed, family and business and life, right? It doesn't have to be something bad even, we will sort of shut some of these triggers off so we can keep going. But then it comes a point in life where it's like, oh crap, I need that switch on, because now I need it for its purpose. Like before it was getting in the way, but now I need it again, right? So it's like, I like these kind of physically things that help us
Basically
communicate our
switching on
feelings.
your intuition
Yeah.
outside, switching it off when you don't want anything
Yeah.
to be attracted to you.
It's also like it's a signal though too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because if you're presented with something and you're not sure how you feel about it or where you stand on it, you can do this little exercise and your body's response will actually tell you if you're cool with it or it's actually agitating you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like if it's good
Yeah.
for you or whatever, it can really help you sort through some of that crap too. Neat. Anyways, I'll go find it at some point. I thought I think it's in the thing, but I was in there the other day. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go and look. Is Tinkerbell here? I'll give her a minute, okay? I'm gonna go look for the thing. Well, I
Okay.
got it in my head because you can see I keep trying. I keep like I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna. Well, yeah, I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna. I'm just doing it. Instead of asking and thinking anymore.
She is a bundle of energy. She
I just
is very animated, and I love her energy. It's always her energy is always up,
oh yeah.
and I appreciate you allowing her to give you a reading. Um,
Oh no,
she's
I
also very
appreciate it.
focused. Her mind when she wants something done or she wants to get to something, she's gonna go get it like she's doing now.
Just like that.
So.
I'm like, you're going away.
I'm sure a lot of what she said makes sense for you.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah,
Oh
good.
definitely.
How is your business going? How is your
Uh,
crystals going?
I have put it on a little bit of hold while I sort things out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I haven't been too active, but I've been just putting things into the Etsy. And then I've been doing some healing work for some people that asked me to.
Oh, cool.
So I've been doing a lot of energy work lately.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. So I'm just trying to trying to get that going.
Yep.
Let's say actually wanted to do that first.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
found a box.
fantastic.
I thought you was getting a box of card.
I am, but
That looks
it's
like a
in
big
this
That
box.
box.
that is a box of cards.
Huge
This
box.
is
That
all my
yeah.
cards and books. I like to collect like old like numerology and sun sign books from
Oh,
like
yeah,
the 80s
yeah.
and the 70s and stuff because I like to look what they used to say compared to what they say now. And
I'm pretty sure they got more advanced now.
I think it's just changing perspectives and changing
Right.
energies.
People,
Yeah.
yeah. Some of them sound a little cartoon to me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Cheesy, a little cheesy maybe.
Teeny tiny.
Because you got to
Sometimes
think though,
some of
back then
them,
people weren't
yeah,
open though, right?
yeah, there's some that I came across that sound more cartoonish or more like they watched some movie and then got that idea, and then I'm like, okay, I've seen this on a movie, or look, it sounds
Yeah, a lot.
familiar.
I think in the past there are a lot of people who got on that bandwagon of, hey, this is cool. We should make a book, make a deck of cards. We should get involved with this part of spiritual work, but they didn't do their work. They
No.
didn't do their research. They didn't put in the time. They didn't put in the effort or the energy. They were in it just for the money. And unfortunately,
Money, yeah.
that happened a lot in the 70s and 80s. Unfortunately.
Wow.
You got to know though that every single thing in the world has been inverted. That was
Yeah.
the whole plan of the devil. His game is inversion. He has now touched all things. So there's no label, no group, no organization, no thing that he's not touched. So we have to remember there is good and there is bad in it all. And we must discern and use good discernment, which is hard.
Yes.
Which is also a gift as well.
Yeah, yeah. I love my discernment. That's for sure. Okay, so this thing is called Inner Wise, the Complete Healing System by Uwe Albright. I'm probably totally, it's spelled UWE. I'm sorry. I have no clue how to say UWE. I'm
Sounds
white
like
Canadian.
we.
Oui? What Would it be? Would you do an ooh? What is it supposed to? Is it silent? I don't even know. I
think there's a silent word.
I'm gonna take your word for it, girl, because
That's what I
I'm
would
better
pronounce
with
it. I mean,
than
we have weird names over here, so we have to learn how to.
I know. I like it. I like it. Teach me. I need my plain Jane Canadian mouth needs some pronunciation assistance. I like pronunciation.
Come over here and read all the signs.
Anyway, okay. So this is it. Oh yeah, it's arm length. So it's like when you stand like this and put your legs together, your thumbs will either line up, or one will be long, or one will be short, which tells you if it's bringing you happy, sad, or neutral. And
right.
Super cool. But like there's like a process that you have to go to sort of set your own barrier, like to set your own parameters or whatever. And then there's these cards that you use, and when you look at them, it's like, do you feel good? Are you saying yes to this, or are you saying no to this? And then on the back it sort of tells you. So let's see if I give an example. Okay, so this one says it's a test card, and it always says yes on the front, okay? Because you know, you want to be positive. You're trying to be positive. But anyways, so it says to the body. So do you say yes to your body? And what's your response? Is your response yes or no? And so if you're saying yes to the body, you say, I nourish myself in healthy ways. I am nourished on all levels, on the emotional, energetic, spiritual, mental, and physical levels. I free myself from poisons. I cleanse myself of any poisons in my life, thoughts, emotions, energies, memories, chemicals, substances, metals, life situations. So basically it's just like you hold the card, and does that, when you read that, do you feel warm and fuzzy, or do you not feel warm and fuzzy? If you do not feel warm and fuzzy, please read the card. And then these things like shift your sort of like a connection and association to them. This is the talisman that you can charge. I didn't get into this yet, so I can't probably explain it all the greatest, but it comes with this little talisman. So you can charge it for the day with whatever you want to focus on. It gives instructions in the book. The book's better written than I can purvey. But then basically there's these little stack cards.
Oh.
And they're super cute. And the way I've been using it is I just grab from them like I do an oracle deck. Okay, I just pick from them. And then in the little book, all those little cards are divided by the different things like animals, plants, elements, like colors. What else is in here? Tissue, salts. It's like it's all these different like different types of elements and things like this. Okay, here, I might as well just give an example. Hold on. I'm just gonna pick a couple for you. Because it's kind of like I'm trying to explain something, but you just show you and then you'll just know, and you can ask questions instead of me being like blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm gonna grab these two. And so one is a number 52. Oh, woo. And the other one is 213. So basically they're all different categories. And so we're just going to pull it up as 213. It's literally like, how much more simple can you get that? I like no-brainer stuff, people. I really like no-brainer stuff. Because sometimes my brain's not braining. Okay, so 213. Mistletoe herb. When the pressure is becoming too much and we urgently need to relax, helps us to defend against the outside force that wants to take possession of us. So the mistletoe, that's what the mistletoe does. That's interesting. Okay, then we got 52. It's weird. It's like these weird little tidbits, like seriously. But then once you pick a bunch of cards and you read through all these things, you're like, okay, I got it. I get it. Okay, let's see. 52. I almost did 25. I guess I could do 25 if I want to. So 52, we've got the ant. Patience, group consciousness, accuracy. Small steps also get you closer to your goal. Don't lose sight of your goal. Only through patience can you complete your work. Trust in the universe. It provides all you need. So you know what I mean? Like, so it just works like that. So it's got all, like, literally, if I just randomly pick this stuff, it's like graphites, black lead. I had grown rigid and was caught in indecisiveness.
So is it more like an oracle deck, Grant?
Kind of, but it's like one you kind of make yourself.
Mm.
But it's like a whole
Like
system. It's a whole system, and the thing is like when you do it, like this is how they show you. Like if your hands look like this or whatever, it's
it
this.
looks like chickens.
I know. It's hilarious.
From
I
my
love
screen,
you,
it looks
and
like
I love
chickens.
chickens. They're smart.
Look like
They
chickens.
do.
Their
Yeah.
Only
hands.
fool
Oh,
would say
okay.
that.
But basically, that's like a chart. That's like basically a chart of your hands. Like when you hold them like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To see if your things or whatever. But anyways, maybe I'll do a thing on it and try to like go through some of it and do more of the reading like in the book to explain it. There's a video, I think there's a video that explains the little dude, so I can like, I'll do that maybe and like show you the little video and tell everybody about it. Because this is something like anybody can do.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's like
Pretty
your
cool.
own oracle deck, but you become your own oracle deck. So basically you're reading your own energy, like that your body responds to the words you're using. Like I find a lot of people who are not in the spiritual community, like when I bring them things like this, they're like, wow. And then they feel empowered, like, wow, I can do something, you know what I mean? Like my body's talking to me, you know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, there is a spirit or there is an energy I never realized or whatever, you know?
We have to give you now have to give you a nickname, Cran, like 3-Sip Cran or 500 deck Cran or something like that. I'm not
But
sure.
Cran is my nickname. What are you talking about? I'm actually
That's what I
Larry Air.
mean. That's what I mean. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, Cran. Is there anything else you would like Pua to know or that you feel she needs to know before we end our live stream tonight? And I just wanted to talk about a couple things.
Do it how you want to and don't listen to them.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing already.
Yeah, it's your business. Okay, whether that be your private life business or your for-profit business, it literally is your business. And so as an entrepreneur, you're gonna reap all the repercussions. Me as a human being, everything I do, I reap all the repercussions and all the glory. It's your baby. It's your business. You do it as you see fit. But, okay, there's a but. But every day, whether it be morning when you start or night when you go to bed, revise. Take a good look at yourself each night, each day. Check in with you and adjust it as you see fit. Because sometimes we also think like because we committed to something, now we gotta hold it till it's dead because we can't change our mind or we can't adjust it or we can't say that's not working anymore. So yeah, so still take it, like do it all your own way. Do whatever the hell you want. It's your business. But like definitely collect information and collect the ideas of what they're saying. Be like, yeah, I heard you. I'll keep that with me. Yeah, no problem. And then each day adjust as you see fit by all the new information that's coming in. You know what I mean? All the reflections, everything that you're feeling and stuff. Even if you just do it every other day or something, but try to have some regular check-in with yourself to make sure that doing it how you wanted it is still working and how you still want it.
True. Yeah.
Because listen, in a week from now, you could be sitting at a coffee shop and some little lady be like, honey, did you hear of this app? It's so the greatest thing. And she may put this little card on your table and you're like, an app, whatever, I mean an app. And then after you might go check it out and be like, I need this app. How did that weird little lady give me that thing? Right? So like always be revising your own baby. Of course, you're an entrepreneur. You know about that. You're a freaking mom. You know that. You can't survive as a mom without that skill. But I'm just helping you to remember, like transfer that over to this one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, do it the way you want to. But revise with yourself. You know, just like life. Like we should always be taking in what people are saying to us. We should not ever do it just because someone else said it to us.
Right.
We should take that in and go, okay, we're going to compare that against what I want and what I think and what I know and maybe some more things I learn. And then maybe like half of what they said is cool with me and I'm going to get rid of the rest. Or maybe, yeah, I'm going to do all the things they said. Or maybe like, no, But then maybe in like 2 years from now, that thing they told you to do is like, oh, this is the time. Now I need what that lady told me. All right, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, like, collect, but like make your own choices. Yeah, definitely always make your own choices, especially in business and entrepreneurship. Don't listen to no
Right.
rules. Don't listen to no business center says we always done it this way. No. Like entrepreneurial 101 is do it your way
Right.
and figure it out. Oh, and if you're overwhelmed, please think about delegation.
Mm.
There is a point that comes when you're an entrepreneur where you no longer should do it all,
Yeah.
even if you
Yes,
can. Because, you know, like as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to wear all the hats until you get to a certain point, right? Whether you know how to wear all the hats or not, whether you know how all the hats work or not, you got to wear them as an entrepreneur at the beginning, right?
Right.
But there comes a point where now you have to start thinking, who's the best to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if there's anything that's feeling a little heavy, maybe there's something that, well, you can do it. Maybe it's more beneficial for your future or your business or yourself to have some little thing done by somebody else. And you get to take on the other thing. Like maybe you're not great with accounting. So like get somebody else to do numbers for you so that you can go do more creation or you can do more marketing or whatever your flair part is. Not saying you can't do the accounting. You've been doing it. You're here. Yeah, you've been doing it, girl. But like maybe there comes a point where it's like, even though you can do those skills, it might work out that your energy is better directed to build things, to push things forward, is to be involved more of your energy in some areas where you can start delegating some of these other little things off to some other people.
Right.
Now it takes trust and it takes thought and things. I'm not rushing you or anything, but I have a feeling like that's coming up. If you're getting successful, that's gonna be in your face. It's gonna happen. I know we want to think we can do it all, but we shouldn't always do it all in business at a certain point. You are the only person who's gonna know that. Okay? But I want you to know about that and be thinking about that. Because if you grow, you'll need to grow.
Yes. Concentrate on other stuff and then leave the other things to someone else to help you out with.
Yeah, you got to claim that growth too. You got to claim it. You have to claim your growth. That's important.
I am definitely claiming it.
Listen, even if you put your business on pause, don't fret.
Yeah, I put it on a little bit of hold while I change things a little bit. I mean, if you know the name thing, my name, I just learned something recently about the name I chose, that I had. Apparently there was a business out there that has the same name. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Now listen, are you able to change the spelling? Or
no,
are
my
you
spelling is the spelling is different. Mine has a Z at the end. I always have Z's in
that's one
whatever
thing.
make. Yeah.
Now, are you able, because are you running into trying to get some like licensing, or like are you are you getting sort of like an official thing where they're saying, well, the name exists, we're not gonna do whatever?
Well, the spelling, the way I do mine is totally different from this company, but because when I did the domain check, it doesn't have mine in this. It stands alone, right? But it's just the pronouncing of the name is, it's the same thing, no matter how you spell it. And so the person who has that company is on Facebook, and she kind of reached out to me because I have a page with that name, and she asked me because she said that some people went to her looking for crystals to sell, and she makes jewelry. So but she's been there for about 13. She had this company for 13 years. So I'm like,
Is
I
she
really,
licensed? Has she registered
yeah,
her name?
I checked.
Okay.
I checked, so I was like, oh. And then somebody did mention to me to do an LLC, but I'm like, I don't have enough um, um, flow to even do an LLC. I can only do a domain name, but out of respect for her because she had it so long, I'm just like, okay, I have to think about, like for mine, my name was chosen by me. It's just the gems at the end was not. It was just I didn't know what else to put in it except gems. So
Can we put a
now,
picture of a gem instead of the word gem and
um,
combine it into your logo
we
imaging
can.
instead of it being a high focal point of your name? Because honestly, I'm going to tell you, the shorter your names are, the
Mm-hmm.
catchier they are, and the more they're going to go. And in today's
Mhm.
fast food society, it's that image and that logo that's going to get you the most than
Right.
an actual freaking title or a name. So I'm wondering if, yeah, is she trademarked? Because if she's not trademarked, she don't have
No,
rights
yeah,
to things.
she's
She can have a
trademarked.
licensed business, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's some.
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh,
look
like
into the Diego.
well, yeah, her name is like, our spelling of her name is totally different. It's that one last letter at the end that makes it different. Like
Yeah,
mine
she's
is,
been in business for 13
hers is
years.
gems with an
She's
S.
done everything she
Yeah,
needed to do
and
to
my
protect
sin
I
her
is
want.
business
gems with
rights.
a
I'm
Z.
sorry. I'm gonna cut you all off right there, and I'm gonna tell you that that is BS. I know tons and tons of businesses who have been functioning in downtown Toronto who have got $1 million portfolios, and they over COVID had to get a legal business license because they literally didn't have a business license all those times. So I'm going to tell you
Yeah,
that a lot of things you
that's all
think
you
they're supposed to be, you're
Canucks
supposed to
up
do.
there. That's why.
That's the lawyer in me. Sorry,
That's the
that's the
Canucks
lawyer
up
in
there.
me. That's
All
the
right,
legal lawyer in me.
let's not get into any of that.
Yeah.
Let's not get into any of that.
No,
But
but Pooh,
with
if you
that
want to
being
message
said,
me on the side, I can help you with all that.
Yeah.
I can try and help you with all that.
cool,
That'd be
great,
nice.
thank you. With
I
that
think you should
being
get this.
said, I would like to say thank you to Fran for being here tonight, doing some amazing readings with our community,
Mm-hmm.
with some new
Like,
people,
please be quiet.
being a fountain of information, a fountain of intelligence, and of some of it probably some of her own opinion. But Corinne, thank you so much for being here. Pua, thank you for allowing us to
Thank
read for
you.
you tonight. I think, and this just kind of came to me in the last couple of minutes. I think there's a good possibility I might jump on tomorrow for a little bit. Cran, you're welcome to come and share if you'd like.
Sure.
I know tonight was a very long time for you, but
No.
if I do jump on, I'll message you tomorrow. And if you'd like to come and do more readings tomorrow, it'll probably be earlier during the day and not so much later at night. So I'll find out what works for you, but I'm probably going to jump on tomorrow for a little bit. Maybe have Cran spin the wheel. Cran, you see that? We'll have you spin the wheel back there. There are some tasks on there that we have to do. Like one of them, I believe, one of the tasks on there is name that pussy, name that cock, candies, funk you,
Oh my
and
God.
what was
Is
the
this
other
what
one?
you mean when you say you have to bite your tongue sometimes? Is this what you
Oh
mean
no,
when you tell me
no.
that?
So
Okay.
when I was in Periscope, when I first joined Periscope, this is what I used to do. I used to do trivia, so it'd be stuff like this. I would have like little cards like this that I kind of dug up earlier today, and you would have to name it. The first person I see in chat that has the right answer gets the point. We get up to, I think it was 15 points, and the person who won, I would send them a prize. And it was usually jewelry that I made. So I used to do
I
jewelry
think I
myself
remember that
before.
now.
Yeah.
I think I remember
So,
that more better now.
but it was called Drunken Trivia because, as you can see behind me,
Yes.
I got my ammunition behind me. But this is something I pulled out of my storage a couple days ago, and I was like, man, I got to dust it off.
Yeah.
See if we can do some
I
of that. But maybe we'll
like
do
it.
that tomorrow.
Okay.
But again, thank you again, Cran, for being with us tonight. Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. Thank you for all the replay viewers. If you're not following Cran, please follow her. Cran Mercantile 2023. Is that right?
Just Cran_mercantile.
Cran_mercantile.
Or
And also,
cran-wise. But either
okay,
way.
I'll make sure I put that in the description. Also, Zen Lotus Gems, who is the other person on the screen, if you would like some of the services that she provides, I believe she's doing energy work nowadays.
Yes.
So, but she also does crystals as well. So she has some
Yes.
crystals as well. If you'd like to get that from her, please do that. Or message her on the side. Lovable Creations 123 Shonda. Thank you so much. Who is also a creator here and part of our community.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for being with us tonight. If you haven't followed my partner Jade Tiger underscore Jade underscore Tiger, which is Grizz, please do so. Our YouTube channel, The Only Elephant in the Room. Thank you again, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Aloha.
Night.
Love you guys. Bye.